mission begins. Find yourself within. Take up your blade. Let the fears within fade. Stories are told as the die roll. Don't be afraid. Make your destiny will find you in me. Friends at your side, may the group with pride. Try as you might, you now live to fight. Monster nor foe can fill you with woe. Enemies in sight, it's time to roll dice. Roll for initiative. Check, please.
Hello, checkers and pleasers. It's good to see you all.
Heyo.
Hello.
Yo.
Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome. So, about ready to get this thing going here?
Yes.
Yeah, isn't here the week's
yes.
getting longer?
I sure hope
It does seem like it's longer between every episode, right? Well, anyway, welcome to Check Please, the DD live show, game of Dungeons of Darkness. My players, I'm your DM Beardy, and down here are my lovely players.
Hello, my name is Keni. I play Risen the Fateweaver.
Hello everyone, I'm Foaly and I play Kurla, the Half-Orc Life Oracle.
I'm Xeno. I play Vera, the Swarmmonger.
My name's Skrewy and I play Petravian, the Hive Keeper Paladin of Eden and Mellifera.
And I'm Grem, and I play Lovette, the Gnomish Clockwork Summoner.
And with that, let's roll. So last time, the party continued their excursion inside of the Tomb of the Betrayer, making it through both a layer of various curses, or not quite curses, but layer of barriers and tricks of gods, things to keep whatever's sealed here sealed away. And then after that, a gauntlet of terrible undead nasties. So they have survived making it through most of that. And the very last thing was that they opened up a room, which I will now reread the description of. So, Petravian, you open the door and enter a room. And what you find is a room dominated by a single strange crystal. Ahead of you is this crystal jutting up from the floor on a strange stone base. It pulsates an odd red light. To your left and right appear to be stone benches flanking the walls. What would you like to do?
I would like to make a perception check to see if I find any more paper.
Sure.
On your foot.
Yeah. That would be a 28.
Nice.
Okay. So you see no more paper in this room. You did find a piece of paper a few feet behind you when you came into the room.
Make sure if I find anything more.
No, there was only the one sheet in this room past the door.
Is there any writing?
Well, no. There's no writing in the room. There are 4 stone benches, 2 on either side of you. There's a red crystal at the end of the room, and there's a door in the far left as you're looking into the room.
Ooh. Remember, red is the color of good.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh! Red means go. No more paper. Let's, there's these comfortable looking benches, but I think let's, like a little move on in.
They're benches?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep, stone benches.
I didn't ask that
like
in
to-
character.
I'd like to inspect this red crystal a little more closely, please.
Okay. So as you get closer to it, you notice the pulsing light seems to get brighter, as if it's reacting to your presence. Would you like to do anything to it?
Gotta do it to
Just
him.
does anyone check the door?
No, not yet. I'm just looking at this really
the
pretty
door.
crystal.
I will, unless you want to, Lovette. Go ahead.
Sure, well, I'm gonna make sure it's not trapped or anything first.
Oh, but so I'd like to check the traps first.
And Petravian, well done for not, just touching that thing right off the bat. I'm
Right?
impressed.
I'm
very
learning.
I have no idea if there's traps.
All right.
I'll try and open the door,
That was
I guess.
Archie, by the way.
Oh. It was my... Oh, you're right. Wait, really?
Met there, I see
I
no
was just
trap
rolling this
out
to see
here.
if the bonus is the same. Oh, you're right. Okay, might be. It wouldn't have been much different.
No, yeah, your bonuses are similar, but yeah. No, anyway, so you got a 33.
Yes.
So what you see is a door much like the ones you've seen so far in this place. This one doesn't seem to be all that much different. And it also appears that there is no locking mechanism on the door. There's no visible locks on it.
I'll try and open it very cautiously.
Sure. You reach your hand out, you grab the handle, and it is held fast by some force.
Well, I as well, so go, okay.
And one of you all
I'm
check to
getting
see
on
if
this
this.
side, so.
That's a smart idea. One of y'all mind checking to see if this fancy-looking crystal is magical? I'm guessing it is.
Sure.
It glows.
Rizzle, check out the crystal for Petravian.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you need spellcraft, arcana, or just a perception check?
Well, let's see. Perception checks have already been made on it. It's just a pulsating red crystal that seems to pulsate more brightly the closer someone is to it.
Okay.
But as far as if you want to use like detect magic, it'll come back as magical. You think that you're not sure entirely what it is. It could be a lot of things, but it definitely seems to react to people. It reacts like it flashes bright, like faster and faster the closer someone is to it. You think that it's possible if you were to touch it, it might just stay glowing, but you're not sure.
Is there a check that I can do on this to get more of an idea?
I mean, you can try to make a spellcraft
I would like to.
or knowledge arcana. I'll take either, to be honest.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'll do arcana.
Okay.
43.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
So
Tough one.
yeah, you think that this is probably going to react to touch.
Touch it.
Okay.
Okay.
Of course.
All right.
So Riz, you slap your hand on that, and you hear a voice bubble up from inside the crystal, and it says, "In order to pass, you must be willing to sacrifice something of yourself. Speak its name, and it shall be forfeit as payment for your passage."
Holy shit.
So, by the way, the voice only is in Riz's head. So it's
Take my hand
telepathic.
back.
It telepathically puts that.
Okay, you didn't explode, that's good.
No, it wants me to give something up to
What?
get passage.
Well,
Does
give
it?
that up.
Does it have to be you, or?
I don't know. Petravian, touch the rock.
Okay.
Yeah, just do
Well,
it.
Touch.
now the
Petravian, you place your hand on the rock and you hear the following passage. In order to pass, you must be willing to sacrifice something of yourself. Speak its name, and that shall be forfeit as payment for your passage.
Petravian removes his hand because he thinks, if I speak out loud while I'm probably touching, that first thing that I say is probably going to be taken from me. And I don't want to fuck up.
I just imagine Petravian doing that, asking
Vera.
someone, "Hey, Vera."
Chisel!
Oh.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
So just one of us has to give something up, or?
I'm not sure if it's one of us or all
Yeah.
of us each. I'll be honest. It says to
Yeah.
gain passage.
Well, please. I mean, how important do you think it has to be? Maybe we can just mention some junk we got.
Maybe
I
I
mean,
could
as long
say the
as we
tips
have
of my fingernails.
Oh, I if that's what you want, that seems a lot more costly. I can give stuff out if it will take whatever. Like I've got an old. You don't want to get rid of this old cigar. I've been hanging on to, but I've got this bottle of this black gunk. I don't really use value.
I was going to say, Vera, don't you have like half a pharmacopoeia of different liquids and such?
You could give up alchemy.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily very attached to these.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, a part of yourself sounds kind of important, but I don't know. I don't know their call either, so I don't know I could speak their name.
Well, it could also be a memory.
I'm not giving up my memory.
Well, no, it could.
Okay,
if
maybe
you have
that's
a,
an idea.
I mean, I like my appendix, but
Yeah, we could each
My
give up one of our
spleen.
kidneys.
yeah. Then I wouldn't be able to drink.
I mean, if it's like a body part, I can make you a new one. Okay, I can make you a new one.
Yeah, I feel like we could all just like lose a pinky.
Right, like, I mean, how is it, like, the door, what's it going to do if we find a loophole after we've gone through?
I don't know. I'm afraid to ask it because it might take whatever it was. I don't know.
No, I don't know this well.
I wish I had this question presented to me so I had like a week to think about it or some shit.
Well, I mean, didn't you want to get rid of your money?
I need it for something.
Oh.
Yeah.
You need it for something?
Yep.
No. All right.
Okay.
Well then.
Otherwise, I would have.
You really? You would have?
Yeah, fuck it. But I need it
I'm-
for something.
That's... Wow. Good on you for that.
I'd like to put my hand on the crystal, and it says just.
Sure. Yeah, you lay your hand on the crystal, and you hear the following phrase. In order to pass, you must be willing to sacrifice something of yourself. Speak its name, and it shall be forfeit as payment for your passage.
I will remove my hand.
All right.
What? God damn it.
I'm gonna go put my.
I'm worried that everybody who touches this now has to do it. And we are making it worse by all going through it.
Well, Riz just repeats it for you. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
I
every
mean-
time for everyone else?
Yeah.
So if you say a thing out loud just now,
I don't know. I think you have to be touching it, maybe. Or at least
Well,
have the
it's-
intent.
I
I
always
still
thought
think
this.
the tips of my fingernails is the best thing I can think of. It's a
Well,
sacrifice
you
of a
said
part
that
of
twice
me.
already, and it hasn't even gone away. So you try saying it when you're touching the thing.
Alright. They touch it.
All right. You hear the phrase again.
The tips of my fingernails.
There's a pause, and then a voice will return. Insufficient.
Riz takes their
Insufficient
hand
funds.
back. It says insufficient.
Okay, so there is definitely like a quota.
I could go bald. That could be fun.
Will we even see that?
But
I
are
don't
they?
know.
Is it important to
Maybe
you?
your hair will just
I mean, I've been
grow
growing
back
it
and
long
nobody will ever
since I
know.
started having memories.
Yeah, and I mean, but I mean, everyone else sees it differently. Maybe. your
Yeah,
hair
but
wouldn't
I
even
know
go
it's
away.
here.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe does your head get really warm sometimes?
Not really. I like how it looks, okay?
Yeah. Well, you
I'll
also
try it, see if
mentioned
it
it. It
works.
wasn't my idea.
Go for it.
Riz like hesitates
I mean-
touching the stone.
Bald is beautiful.
You're not actually fully bald though. Actually, I think you've gotten more hair recently.
Yeah, you. You
It's
are,
not
and
really
also I
hair,
remember
but-
you having a lot of insecurities about your goodness.
You know, this isn't getting us through the door. I just, have to point that out.
Well, I mean, I could try something, but I'm worried, like I said, that the more of us touch it, the more of us have to give something up, and while I don't mind giving something up as a group, I don't see a point in just throwing it away.
Well, make sure that we say it before, like, let the group know, okay?
Well, okay, I mean,
Whoever-
I've got a bunch of scrolls here that I don't think I'm ever going to use. Like, I got this scroll for jumping from... It's
Riz
really,
touches
really
it.
old.
My scroll
Okay.
of divine power.
Oh,
Oh. Wow.
Insufficient.
This isn't. That's. It says
Okay,
it's
so it's like stuff.
insufficient.
so like stuff. Or not
No,
stuff,
it
like
wants
people
something.
like us. Well, I mean,
I'm really bad at puzzles
you know what?
that
Okay.
aren't moving box.
I'll put my hand on it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have my new left leg.
For fuck's sake.
I know how to make some.
They're not that easy to...
I mean, we each did it.
So your flesh and blood left leg. Is that what you're saying?
Or wait, did I lose my right leg?
I think you lost your right leg.
Well, I said my new one.
I mean, they're both flesh and blood.
I don't know.
That's
I
right.
get, I
Flesh and
get
blood
them
at this
mixed up
point.
either way.
I think you're right. I did lose my right leg, but whatever.
Fuck it.
Okay.
I meant my right leg, but I don't care if you're gonna if the wording is important to you or it's not important to me.
I mean that's fine. I don't care which leg it is. I'm just saying, but both your legs are flesh and blood, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean,
Okay. So you put your, just to make sure I understand this, you put your hand on the crystal and you said your
right leg.
right leg. Okay.
My new right leg.
Okay. Lovette, you walk up, you touch the crystal, you hear that phrase, you say, my right leg. Acceptable. And at that moment, Lovette's right leg will just immediately turn to ash and dust and just disappear. And
Does it hurt?
it is maybe one of the most painful experiences of your
Oh.
life, Lovette.
Okay. Well then, cool.
Jeez.
Like, make a will save for me, please.
Yeah, you got it.
Is anything else of yours going to turn to dust? I mean, you've had your
No,
hand,
it's been
your
like
leg
that
now.
day. Oh, I
Bloody
didn't think it
well
was
have.
gonna.
He's in pain.
I lost. last time I
Nice.
did this, it didn't
Oh,
help so
Kurla
bad.
will rush over to Lovette and just sort of give him a
hold on.
steadying hand.
Hold on.
Sorry.
So-
Go ahead.
So, Lovette, your will save is high enough that you managed to stay conscious
Okay.
from that, but it felt like something has just like ripped your right leg off of your body for like just brand new. Like this, all the pain,
Again.
everything is back, and it just hurts like a bitch. And you now have a stump where your right leg should be, and
Again.
luckily it's not bleeding at least, but it does feel
Okay.
like it was just ripped off of you in pure agony and fire. And it's yeah
Okay.
not a pleasant experience. Okay, you can go, Kurla. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, Kurla will
Let's
offer
get
an
to the
arm.
door first. No.
Yeah. Can we check that the door's open? I'm gonna pick up Lovette. and-
I can fly. It's just part of it. And I've got a cane still.
Alright, well, I was trying to help. I'm sorry, Lovette.
No, you want to carry me? It's okay. I don't
Okay,
feel like flying.
I've got
Go on.
Lovette, and I bring her over to the door to see if she can open it.
Okay, you pick up Lovette and move her to the door, and Lovette, you are able to open the door. You hit the handle, the door is going to swing open.
Oh.
And there's now a hallway there.
Alright, I'm gonna walk in with Lovette then.
Cool. You walk into a solid wall, Riz, and you drop Lovette on the other side.
Shit. Okay. I'm gonna tell you guys, don't give up any legs. Bullying
Alright.
is not good.
I touch the
Or like a
crystal.
finger.
My pinky finger.
Insufficient.
I was going to say, you think a pinky finger
Both
after a
of my
leg is gonna-
pinkies!
Insufficient.
The ones on my toes, too? The pinky toes and the pinky fingers?
I hope I did not just scale this shit up. I thought
That's
I was
4
doing it on the
fingers.
table.
Insufficient.
Fuck!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Are you still touching the?
No,
Are you still touching the
I-
crystal when you say that?
I pulled my hand away, I'll be honest.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
All right.
That would have
All right.
gone to an interesting place.
That would have gone to an interesting place.
Giving up fuck? What?
You want some fuck?
I mean,
What
it
is a
doesn't
fuck?
hurt
Yeah,
to
you walk up to the
evaporate,
crystal and
for
say,
Don't
"You
worry
want
about
some
it.
fuck?"
I don't even
Yeah,
think
no,
Chris has
it's-
those.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're giving their last fucks to this thing.
Has anyone got
Alright,
any muse?
so-
You think the crystal wants some muse?
Hey, it may like to party. Go for it.
Okay, I mean, someone maybe try like a hand.
Hold on. Let me see if this
I don't
works.
know.
I could use
Petravian
a
put his
staff.
hand on the crystal. My father's warhammer.
Petravian, your father's warhammer illuminates with a red light and then breaks apart into ashes and is gone.
Okay, they will take stuff.
You'll see Petravian just crestfallen, utterly just. It's for the greater good.
Vera will walk up
And he'll walk
like,
toward the door.
to
Go
Petravian's
ahead.
back and just like pat his back. Not very hard because obviously Vera doesn't like touching people much, but is trying their best to be there.
All right. Yeah, Petravian, you're able to move through that passage into the north.
Oh. Oh. Well, it'll take stuff. It's
Damn.
just stuff.
Who's next?
Kurla will take an anxious step towards the crystal and be sort of patting down their pockets, and they'll look for a moment at the blanket of Verla's that they took from Palayana the last time they were there, and they'll look at the locket that their father recently gifted them, and they'll pause because they just don't know. So, Vera, if you wanted to go ahead.
Vera will go up and touch the crystal.
Mm-hmm. You hear the phrase again.
The abdomen granted to me by Mellifera, which is the wasp abdomen from her boon form.
Damn.
Wow.
Okay, so that's going to make the boon form weaker if you do that.
Oh yeah?
I mean, is that what you mean? Like,
No,
I
I
want to
meant
make sure I
for
understand.
the abdomen itself.
I don't know what you mean either. Wait, so just when you transform, you don't have a torso, an abdomen?
So, you know the part that the sting is on a insect for a wasp?
Right.
That's,
Big butt.
that's the abdomen.
So then, yeah, that would affect the Mellifera's boon form, right?
So you can't sting them.
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Then
Yeah.
it would affect it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to sing.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I understood. Okay, so you're in boon form now currently, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right. When you say that, you feel you feel like the connection you have with Mellifera. It seems like something has just dampened it slightly. It feels weaker, dimmer. Like Mellifera feels more distant in your mind than she normally is, and your abdomen is going to turn to dust and disappear, and it's going to really hurt. So I'd like you to make a will save, please.
Alrighty. Will save, you said?
Yeah.
This is why Kenny doesn't like tails.
That is a 20.
Get ripped out.
All right, that's gonna hurt a lot, to the point where like you're gonna collapse to the floor. Is how bad that's gonna hurt.
You're probably just writhing. Like a wasp.
Like a wasp. I saw it the other day.
Yeah.
Mmm.
So that is going to make it to where your sting attack is not going to be usable.
Okay.
All right.
Kurla will instantly drop to Vera's side and not touch them, but sort of just see if there's anything that they can do to help ease the pain, or
Yeah, I mean the wound is closed, so that's nice.
just breathe. You'll be all right.
Yeah, probably can't even get a word out at the moment. They're probably trying to get up, like on their feet, but just failing. Where it's like, where your arms are like kind of tense and shaking, like just trying to deal with this like surmounting pain.
Yeah, Kurla will hold out their arms to sort of assist if and when Vera decides to try and... Well, if and when Vera manages to get back on her feet.
How long does this last? Am I able to, after a few...
Yeah, after a few seconds, like you are able to move again.
Eventually, Vera's hand will jut to grab onto whatever she can. And if that's Kurla's hand, just like raise to her feet.
All right.
And she's just going to walk quietly through the door.
All right. You walk through the door and join the other two on the other side of the barrier.
You okay, Zell? Bella?
I'm fine.
Okay.
So it's just Kurla and Riz left in the room?
And Chisel.
Manchester.
What are you gonna give up, buddy?
Petravian.
Chisel looks at Riz, looks at Kurla, takes a step forward,
No.
puts a hoof on the crystal. The crystal glows, and then Chisel turns and walks into the hallway.
No.
You have no idea what Chisel gave up.
I know. I can't believe it.
Wow.
Oh god, what did he give up?
What do you mean?
No.
Dun dun dun! We'll find out next time in the Chronicles of Chisel the Elk.
This whole season has just been a backdoor pilot for like a dedicated
I've
Chisel
loved
campaign.
it.
This is how Chisel is going to become a hard-boiled cop in the city that doesn't play by the rules.
This is all Chisel's backstory, guys. This whole season. It's just
You're off the
Chisel's
case,
backstory.
Chisel. I need your badge and your gun.
You're a loose cannon,
Chisel
Chisel.
snorts.
Spits the gun out.
Oh dear.
So that leaves the two of you in the room there with the crystal.
I'm coming up a slightly blank here, Riz. You've got any bright ideas?
They shake their head. They've been impeccably quiet.
Well. Yeah, Kurla is lost in thought as well, trying to decide what they can do without.
Bravo, Beardy. Bravo.
Riz puts their hand on the crystal.
All right, you hear the phrase again.
The good memories I have of my first horse.
Oh shit.
All right. A moment passes, and suddenly that part of your mind has vanished. Like all of the memories of that part of your life. And Riz just seems a little duller, a little more sullen, a little more lackluster. Like the fire in their heart has gone out.
Oh, Riz.
But Riz doesn't even, technically realize it, really. Those memories are simply gone.
Do they know what they gave up?
No.
I said the good memories, not the fact that I had a horse.
Oh, okay. Well, it
Ooh.
takes it all.
What a
Ooh.
bitch!
Takes it all. Wow.
Nice, they're all good
shit.
memories.
So you're like, oh, I haven't given anything up yet. I guess I gotta.
So you recall something about a horse, but that's all. You can just remember that there was something about a horse, but you gave something up.
I try the door. Oh, Jesus.
It opens.
Get the fuck out of my way.
Oof. Jeez. What did they give up?
Something. Probably.
You don't know?
I can't remember. It was something. It's probably not important.
That's surprising.
Did Kurla hear Riz say this?
Yeah.
Okay, just filing that for future. Kurla will put their hand against the crystal. And hear the same message, I assume.
Yep.
A year of my natural life.
Ooh.
Insufficient.
Damn. Oh dear. I'm on the spot here, and I am drawing a blank. I am open to suggestions from my fellow players.
It's gotta be something important to you. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I get
it's
that.
something important, very
I
important.
mean, I hate to bring them up, but you brought up two really important things. I'm
Or
sure
rather,
there
one
was a word.
important thing.
That's true.
Do you have any, much like Riz, does Kurla have any really tightly held memories that would absolutely crush them if they just...
I feel like crying, I'm gonna be honest.
I know, I'm blown
actually
away.
Really upset about it.
I feel like I got off easy.
You could give up your powers.
Hey!
Yeah, right?
The thought occurred, but probably not a great idea at the end of a dungeon.
No.
Kurla's gonna run up and punch the lich.
Gotta use that knife.
"5 years of my natural life."
Insufficient.
That is a really fucking important
Your life isn't that
blanket.
important to you.
Well,
I feel like
unfortunately,
Kurla's-
I haven't had time to play that out since they just escaped death in the last session. That wouldn't necessarily be the case had there been more time between that moment and this one. Shit.
Do you have your... What about your baddest bitch bracelet?
I did almost give my bracelet up, but I didn't know if it'd be
Same.
enough.
I mean, that... Oof.
I didn't think it would be enough.
You would have been correct. Not have been enough.
Oh, I should have given up my alchemist lab.
I literally said that.
I use it so much.
Just make
That
the
has to be
decision.
It's supposed to be hard.
Yeah, it is very hard, and I appreciate that I'm holding things up here, but I'm, as I say, drawing a blank.
So you've got memories. You've got
You got limbs, organs. You got
Kidneys.
you got a dagger. I don't know.
Not
if it means
pinkies,
anything.
though. Pinkies don't count, apparently.
It needs to be something bigger.
I don't know how important the best bitches bracelets are to Kurla. They could be something that could qualify or not, depending on whether or not.
How attached
They
you
would give-
are.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I mean, really anything you would not give up under a different circumstance.
I can't remember, did Archie give you anything?
No, not to my knowledge.
Did Riz give
Things
you
are too
anything?
big.
Just some fortunes.
Your ability to have tea. You never have tea again.
Don't yell into the mic, Skrewy.
Very
Now, what
important
if I
to
had
me.
picked one of my
Less important
simula?
important
Well,
to
yeah, what
Kurla.
if you had picked Moira? Ugh.
Yeah, I thought about that, and like I was like, that's
Insufficient.
as a player too convenient for me. Like,
Solve a bunch of problems.
that's kind of too fucked. Well, that's the problem, is that it would solve a bunch of problems, and I don't like that, so no. Also, Mark too would really be for a fucking shock if they just hanging out one day and she just turns to ash. She's, is that gonna happen to me?
Freaking dusted them.
You've at least said one thing that will probably work
You have.
fully, so...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, is the conundrum of giving up a thing that you would not normally give up is that you would not normally give it up for good reasons.
Yes, indeed. Oh, goodness. Well, Kurla will again look between the blanket and the locket. And they will say very quietly, "My sister's blanket."
Insufficient.
Whoa.
Okay.
It did pause before it said that.
Shit, son.
Gotta do it to him.
No, Kurla's eyes will go from the blanket then to the locket. My father's locket.
Insufficient.
Then I've got nothing, Beardy.
God damn.
Again, it pauses on both.
What if it wants both?
It deliberates as if you've got half the right answer.
Oh no. Shit. It wants both.
Yes, thank you, Skrewy. I gathered that much.
This thing is fucked up. God damn.
That's the point.
This temple
Well,
really
good luck in
wants us.
the rest of the dungeon, guys. I'll see you all later. Good luck.
Just do it. Pull off the band-aid.
Yeah, Kurla will pace back and forth a little bit. And then name the two items again.
Okay. All right. There is a pause, and then both of these items will turn to ash in your hands. Being the last physical connection you have with really any of your family turns to nothingness. And you feel the way ahead of you open. Could I get a perception check from... I'll take it from everybody, actually,
All right.
at this point.
You got it.
31.
Excellent. All right.
18.
Riz. Success for Riz, success for Kurla.
Was it 25 from Vera?
Wonderful.
It was a
That's good
31
enough.
from Kurla.
Excellent. Good job. So that will get everybody able to see a piece of paper on the ground in the next hallway there.
Oh,
I pick
joy.
it up. And I read it.
All right. So you pick up the piece of paper and you uncurl it, uncrumple it, and read it. And as you do, you and the rest of the party are whisked away into a memory. You see nothing but darkness. This memory has no visual. Or maybe it does, and just perhaps you're blindfolded. It's difficult to tell. But you hear a voice rise from the darkness. A trial. Bound by runes and cuffed, shouting voices of old men. It was all a blur. They condemned me, blamed me for the total loss of the 13th, said I had overstepped my authority as its general. They're all fools. The Arcanii are short-sighted and superstitious, claiming my methods are flawed and led to corruption and death. I saw that victory demanded sacrifice, and that to defeat an enemy with that kind of power, a stalemate was better than a loss. I told them the time to follow up and strike to the east was now, that their defenses were broken, but they didn't listen. They spoke of consolidation of borders, of implementation of Protean values on the already conquered. I called them what they were, cowards and old men, blind to the victory that was right there before them. They sentenced me to be forgotten, to have my name removed from history, to be buried alive, to be cursed for my ambition. But they cannot stop me. I am beyond them all. I understand the cycle. I am beyond life and death. I command the winds of the maelstrom. And then you find yourselves back in the hallway.
Oh, okay. I'll just kind of to take him right now. Are you okay, Kurla?
Yeah.
Kurla's not gonna say anything. They're just the look on their faces of.
And Lovette's got tears in her eyes actually watching you.
Yeah. Come on in.
Kurla will just shake their head in reply to Lovette's question.
Once everyone's in the hallway, I'm gonna try the next door.
Alright. You attempt the next door, and it's going to open. Please make a perception check.
Oh boy.
You see a massive room ahead of you.
29.
Containing an enormous dais with what appears to be a teleport pad, surrounded by huge statues of armored figures. You recognize this from your scrying spell.
We're here.
You also see a piece of paper on the floor ahead of you.
I pluck it and read it once more.
All right,
Never
Riz, you
get
pick
enough
up,
reading.
you pick up the piece of paper, uncrinkle it, and read it, and a lot of you are whisked away in another memory. Again, this is in pure darkness, but you hear a voice bubble up. I am here, bound, but not entirely, and not forever. Their best efforts to forget me have failed, and I have found the cracks in their cage, and I know what must be done. A single crack. Through it, I can drink in the energy of the battlefield. Something links me to it in my very soul. It sustains me, like drinking mother's milk. And I move with renewed purpose. I count the days, years, centuries that pass, and I grow more powerful by the day. I cannot slip through the bars, but perhaps they can. Slivers of myself, just small enough to make it through the crack into the old battlefield, sent with a purpose, to fetch me power. I need more to escape this place, and soon I shall have it. The lost souls are effective. I have learned where the world has gone in my absence, what kingdoms have risen without my hand to guide them. Weaklings and fools, I just need to find a source of power. Undiluted power, something I can bend and use to break this cage. I will be free again. And then you all find yourselves back in the hallway.
Well, who's gonna guess that the undiluted power was, Vera's?
Melifara's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yes. This makes sense, and it explains a lot. And I think we should talk about it, but maybe not now or here. Is everyone okay after that last room?
I think so.
I feel like I got off kind of easy with just a leg.
Yup.
Vera's
did.
just kind of silent.
Yeah, this is a real gut punch, guys.
I, as a player, am emotionally wrecked, but Riz doesn't know this. So I can't. Ugh.
One way.
Chisel trots happily into the room.
Oh, well,
Trying to get in there.
Okay, maybe it's not as bad as we thought.
The pain I was given from the suplex.
Ah, yes.
My affinity for Petravian.
Shit. Okay. Oh no. Oh shit. I think I figured it out. Oh man. I hope it's not that.
Okay. So this means the book is ahead of us, which is good and bad. I mean, bad, but I guess it's not our fault. I'm kind of sick of all the bad things being our fault, so it's good.
I wonder what the book gave up.
Its pages.
You know, the book seems...
It
Yeah,
would have
I
turned
was-
to ash, though.
I was thinking that, but the book seems to kind of bypass all of this nonsense. Because none of the gods mentioned it going through, and we brought it up, and they didn't know what was going on.
Maybe that's because it's a book.
Yeah, so I don't think it had to. I think it just cheated.
What a bitch.
Speaking of cheating,
I'm going to.
I'm
What?
gonna
maybe
roll a nat 20.
I'm scared to say this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I'm gonna cast use my Maker's Call ability
Okay.
to work.
It does not work.
oh no!
No.
Does it do anything? Because he can't fit in that room. He can't go through the hallway.
You feel this connection to Archie like you normally do, but something is preventing Archie from entering the space.
No. That's not going to work. I'm not letting him do that. I mean, that's smart to me, but I can't. I mean, what is even...
Then we have to go without him.
I don't know if that's safe. I mean, I don't... Okay.
Lovette,
Oh,
this
by
is
now
both of
we
your
can-
decisions.
Yeah, can you hear me, Archie?
Are you normally able to communicate with Archie over
Yes.
distances like that?
Technically, we were able to telepathically communicate. I make it a speaker.
Gotcha. Okay, in that case. Yes. Is everything all right?
Are you in the next room? Did you mean that it is... I tried to using Maker's Call.
No, I am in the room with the large pit.
Well, no, this is a logistical problem.
Is everything all right? Are you
Well,
in
yeah.
danger?
Not currently, no. We're okay. I just didn't want to leave you behind, and I'm trying to figure out how to get you up here.
Can I not simply return to my ball form and have you pick me up?
I can't go back through the door I just came through.
How do we know that?
Well, I'm
You
can't
have
afford
two
it.
legs.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
You like that one, Beardy?
Yeah. You got two legs, use them.
Ooh. Sass.
I mean, it would be... I want to consider the other option first. Because it would be a little bit dangerous to do that.
I mean, I'm not going to force you to bring Archie in here.
neither am I.
Well, no, but what if you can't leave the place at all?
Something tells me it doesn't want us to come into this area. If we get out of here, it may
We can't get
not
out
have
any
that same
other
problem.
way.
Yeah.
It says the way back, it's gone. The
Right.
only way out of these places is forward, so...
Oh, well.
So once we finally leave, we might.
I don't...
Jeez,
and
I
I
don't
don't
want to.
even
I don't
know
want
if
to
that
get
will
that chance.
count, because he... I don't know if it will count him even if he's balled up in my pocket as a different person.
I don't know. This is both of your decisions.
Oh, shoot,
Explain to him what happened. Explain
Well,
the
it-
risk.
I will, but he can't even get in that. Can you get through the hallway, Archie? We'd have
No,
to do like some
it is
digging.
too small.
Yeah.
Or I am too large, one of the two.
Why don't you go just up to the door before going in and just call him then?
I'll try it.
I'll do that. Go up to the open doorway.
Okay, you go to the open doorway and you use Maker's Call, and Archie will appear next to you, right
Okay.
beside the crystal. Oh, that seemed to have worked.
Yeah. Okay, so now
Well,
I have
that's
to...
your leg. What has happened?
Yeah, I don't know if you have to do this, but I think you do. If you touch that red crystal over there, it is safe, more or less, but they will explain to you better than I can.
I do not understand, but I will listen to you.
It doesn't speak
Archie
to you.
moves a hand over and touches the red crystal. There's silence for a moment. Archie's head will turn to look at you, and then back at the crystal,
Did
and
it
then
speak?
back to you, and then
Did
back
you
to the
hear it?
crystal. It lets go of the crystal, and then looks back at you. Lovette, are you sure about
no,
this?
I'm not.
What
I'm
should I
really-
say?
I don't know. I don't know everything you can give up that is not completely essential to you.
How about the memories of a dog long past?
And I don't know if I can make this decision for you, Archibald. I really don't want you to have to do this, but I don't. If this is the only way forward, I'm not leaving you here forever.
I understand. I will not disappoint you.
You never disappoint me,
Archie puts a hand on the crystal. And then a moment later, its hand comes down from it and it looks back at you. I am ready to proceed.
Okay, I will use it one more time, or I'll just ball him up normally. Call him.
You ball
summon-
Archie up.
Yeah.
You didn't have to say it out loud. That's weird. I don't really want to. Hopefully it wasn't something that he forgot about, like Lisan. But
What?
You said you don't remember what you gave up.
Oh, right. Yeah, must not have been important.
I don't know about that. I mean, no, that's kind of not how that works. It's definitely something important.
If I personally find then it really wasn't anything.
Well, I mean, I get away with just a leg. Now he lost his fucking leg.
Yeah, that looked painful.
I wasn't thinking it was gonna help. I guess I kind of got off easy the first time with that.
Well, we're here. And Riz kind of looks around the room, and based on what the book was doing, when he got here, where was he specifically going? He went past the statues?
When he was going around the room, yeah. Like circling the teleporter.
Oh. That's a teleporter?
It probably. I mean,
Could I-
that's what it looks like to you, at least.
Could I do a survival check, see if there's any like disturbance of any of the dust or anything on the ground?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Survival. Here we go. That's a 31.
Nice. So you search the area, and it appears that you are the first people to set foot in here in about 800 years, thereabouts.
10 days. At least 10 days.
Yeah, yeah. So it's been a long time, but you believe you're the first people to set foot in here.
Well, nothing I can find that indicates anything was like moved recently.
Well, I mean, there was a floating book.
Well, yeah, but It could have touched something. I don't know.
I mean, it didn't apparently touch hardly anything else.
I mean, it touched outside before, so could have
Yeah.
assumed it could have done something. And I'd like to look at this. There's like a portal of some kind or something.
Yeah, it's some sort of platform. It has some energy swirling around the center of it. Sort of generally purplish colored energy.
Okay, good. I mean, what we step on?
Definitely magical. You don't even need to make a check.
Are there any
Who's
markings
the
or anything?
first then?
Yeah, there's some arcane markings on it. If you want to give me a knowledge arcana or spellcraft, and
I would
you can
love
maybe know a little
to.
bit,
Oh,
learn a little bit more of to its function.
Hold your pants, everybody. Oh shit, that's a nat 20!
Nice!
That's a 22!
Oh, I only had a 27. Yikes.
Wow, Vera got a nat 20. What a night this is. All right, yeah. So you are able to discern that this is definitely some sort of teleportation device. It does seem to be active, so you believe that it's currently linking this point to another point somewhere at this very second.
Well,
Riz looks at everyone and shrugs and walks in.
Riz vanishes the
God damn
instant they step across.
Of course.
Well, alright.
Of course.
Fuck it, let's go.
I'll nod to Kurla and Petravian and walk in.
Chisel just pops right in.
Kurla, looking just utterly destroyed, will step in as well.
All right.
Rude. Oh, this looks fun.
All right. So you step into this room. Before you rests an enormous chamber, circular and unnatural feeling. The room is illuminated by a strange purple light emanating from magic circles spread across the floor. You stand upon a raised platform, some kind of teleportation magic courses through it, fading away quickly as you do. 4 stone statues of Protean soldiers stand watching silently over the sarcophagus on the far side of the room. A raised stone circle, flanked by 4 cauldrons of strange red light, sit across from the entrance dais. In the center sits a stone sarcophagus, adorned with the carving of a man lying upon it, arms crossed across his chest. Make a perception check, please.
Got it.
Yes, sir.
The title drop.
31.
That's a 34 from Vera.
28 from Petra.
That is a 26 from Kurla.
That one for me.
Nice. All right.
You see a stub
My
leg.
glasses
In
are
that
getting
case-
foggy. Why is that happening, guys?
Vera and Riz, you also see that just beneath the stone sarcophagus, just south of it, you also see a book torn to shreds on the ground before the platform. Its pages are scattered across the floor and they flutter and move as if being blown by some unfelt wind.
The shreds, you say?
How far away
There
are we
is
from the
just the page.
pages?
You're about 40 feet. You're about
I'm
40
start
feet away.
Archie's timer.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to summon Archibald?
In fact, I'm just gonna summon him with a spell.
Okay.
'Cause that's still a decent amount of time.
So
And
from
I don't
this
really want to risk it. Sorry.
distance, I think I can use Mage Hand. I might have to get a little bit closer, but I think I'll try to grab a page with Mage Hand.
Okay. You use your mage hand, reaches across the room, grabs one of the pages, and it breaks into ashes as your magic hand touches it.
Delightful.
Nice things that's bad. But okay, Ally think it's just kind of bad, Danielle.
That's kind of, yeah. That's kind of the
Okay.
vibes I've been getting this entire
So
time.
how do we go about this? It looks like we might be too late, but I mean, maybe we could just pound this shit in. I don't feel like the audience would have tried that.
Well, first of all, are these all like runes or something on the ground?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are magic circles inscribed on the floor in some sort of black ink.
I would like to use detect magic to see if any of these are active as like
Sure. You cast Detect Magic, and they are very active. Yeah.
Can I tell what they do with anything? Could I spellcraft for that?
Yeah, give me a spellcraft, and I'll give you your best guess. rather.
I'm gonna follow suit for anything that we don't find out.
Okay.
That is a 41.
Nice. These appear to be seals. These runes are sealing whatever is in here.
Okay, we don't want
So
to
you believe
disrupt
these magic circles are the basis of the I don't know if we want to call it a trap or a
Cell.
they're the
Entombment, the real
Yeah.
tomb,
this is the base level of entombment here.
prison.
Yeah. So these runes form that spell.
So these are what keep him in prison.
What?
In prison with a P.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Horrible.
And so I think we want to keep those as they are and try and leave them be. Although there is a non-zero chance I feel that maybe they kind of protect him. They might work like a sort of status thing.
We will
Isn't
find
it?
out, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's good
Okay.
information to at least have. So don't deserve it
Yeah.
for now. Unless shit gets real.
Unless
So-
it seems like they're helping him and then disturb the fuck out of him. But only then.
So Archie's going to look across the room and then look back to Lovette. Master, is there anything you require of me?
Oh, no. No. You're alright. I'll let you know.
I understand.
Well, there's
Random question. I don't think it's related, but
Mhm.
is the feather still on his chest?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I
You
don't
wouldn't be
think
able to
you'd
talk
be talking.
otherwise.
Yeah.
Well, we would be able to understand him.
Well, yeah, that's true. He'd be speaking binary. That's fair. It's a fair question, but yeah, the feather's still there.
well, there's no use just sitting here, is there?
No.
Oh, dear. Alright, let's go.
I don't step at anything here.
Just be
Please
careful.
avoid the circles, Archibald.
All right.
Chisel, make sure not to step on the glyphs on the ground.
All right. So a bunch of you start moving forward. Chisel moves forward a little bit, and Archie's going to stay right behind Lovette. And as you get about halfway across the room, something's going to happen. As you approach, you hear a voice speaking in Protean. Crackles from across the room.
Stop!
As it speaks this word, everything around you appears to freeze. Your breath hangs in the air. You look to your comrades and see them all frozen in place. Your own body seems to move at a fraction of its speed, seemingly fighting your commands to do something, anything in this moment.
Fucking hate these dreams.
Rising from the sarcophagus is a being looking much like a corpse, its arms and face visible from under an elaborate and well-decorated robe. The skin and flesh are dried and thin-looking. His robe flutters in some ethereal wind and exposes the bones of a rib cage. His face is partially covered in a cloth wrapping, but above his nose are the bare bones of a skull, its empty eye sockets peering out into the room. Grasped in one of his dried flesh hands is a long staff made of dark stained wood and capped with a metal blade that looked to be made of tarnished copper. It hovers there. Above the sarcophagus, trails of shadow loosely descend from its robes, looking like paint diffusing in water.
Yes. It is time. The ages have moved forward, and the time of my ascension is nigh. The fools thought they could trap me here for eternity, but nothing lasts forever. Nothing aside from death and decay. I shall rain destruction upon Crota and all who dwell there. Then I shall raise its bones and ash into a new capital. And from that seat I will raise a new empire of death and shadow to cover this pitiful world.
It looks across the room at all of you.
Have you any parting words for the master of this realm?
Can we move again?
Your movement seems to return to normal.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I have 2 hands for this time.
I'm gonna flip him the double bird.
Yeah, I think Riz follows suit as well.
Vera was gonna say, "Go fuck yourself." Fantastic.
I love this group.
Can I start casting a spell?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
So, initiatives?
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Let's do
you know what that
this.
means.
Battle music.
Oh,
Alrighty, here we go.
let's see how bad it is gonna be.
Chisel wins initiative.
Of
Attaboy!
course he does.
Atta fucking boy, and I get last. God damn. Well, Chisel is going to meet shield in front of Riz.
Alright.
Bounding forward and meet shielding in front of Riz.
You got it.
Giving kind of like a commanding stance.
Alright.
And Chisel snorts and holds
Riz.
an action to if he comes at him.
All right. I am going to move farther away
Mm-hmm.
as to not disturb any of the glyphs on the ground, but just to reach a wall. And I'm going to cast Disintegrate against Marcus.
You got it.
Okay. I'm going to oomph up the DC
Okay.
to 26.
Alright. Alright. So, your shot goes wide.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
yeah. That was a 2, by the way, for your attack.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was a very bad roll for you.
Okay.
So yeah, the disintegrate beam, it's souped up. It's a very powerful beam of energy, but it just zips right past Marcus's head.
I don't know if disintegrate will hurt him anyway. It's necrotic damage, isn't it? Because that was the glyph in the earlier temple was a disintegrate glyph, and that was necrotic. That's why it keeps you from being resurrected if it kills you.
That takes us to Lovette.
Yeah, I've been trying hard to figure out what I'm going to do, but I think I'm going to start pretty simple. Let's go with a Greater Magic Fang, get those blades out of his arms.
Okay.
Where did I keep that? Well, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to quickly scoot behind him.
Alright.
I'll just end my turn while I find the spell.
You got it. Alright. So, this being before you, this lich, is going to wave a hand across in front of itself, and all of this arcane writing is going to sort of appear in the air, like this massively complicated spell just sort of starts writing itself in shadows in front of it, and then it's going to point a hand, one of like its other hand, the one not holding the staff, long pointy fingers going to just point at that glyph in the center of the room, and it's going to fire a beam at it and just start just writing all over it in like this fiery red energy is going to start bathing it. Let's see if I can actually get that to show up properly. Yeah, there we go.
Wait, what? It looks like he's not free yet.
So he's going to cast that and destroy the center glyph completely.
Oh, well.
Okay, maybe he is.
And that is Vera's turn.
Yep. Vera like jumps away, trying to dodge this beam, not knowing if it's going towards Glyph, going towards her. But then she'll land on her hands and feet and start kind of moving them around as she starts to summon Nature's Ally.
Okay.
It's going to be Nature's Ally 7. No, 8.
Okay.
It's 8.
Wow.
What you summoning?
It's purple.
Ah, okay.
Barney?
Barney, what?
The dinosaur. Yep, that's
It's
it.
a brontosaurus.
Because Vera's thing is dinosaurs.
Haven't you noticed in UCI have like dinosaur scales?
Of course. How could I miss it?
Mm-hmm. And it's the famous classic D&D monster, the purple dinosaur.
Alrighty. First time I get to summon this thing.
Yeah,
excited
and
for
that's
you.
Funny because I thought I had imported it, but it's not in here. So give me just one quick second to
Got it.
fix that.
Okay.
Alright,
Yeah, basically Vera looked like, in a way, they're trying to pull something from somewhere, like almost like they're directing something, like kind of like like a puppet, like
And,
pulling
where-
strings up.
Where would you like it to appear?
I would like it to appear directly behind Marcus the Destroyer. if
Okay.
Possible.
oh, I feel like this is a callback to the Glarv fight almost.
Kind of.
Cataprism behind
Yeah,
that
so-
bitch.
So Vera's trying to basically pull this thing from the earth itself into this room.
Okay. So you summon a massive purple worm. And yeah, it's going to rear up, and I believe it goes at the beginning of your next turn, right?
I believe so, because it's a round
Okay.
action. So
Yeah, okay. So that's going to take us on to Kurla.
From where Kurla is standing, how good a look at Marcus and the... You mentioned he was holding a staff?
Yeah, you can get a pretty good look at it. It's like a polished black staff with a tarnished copper blade at the end.
And is it emanating energy, you said? Does it appear
Not
at all magical?
Not. I mean, it's probably magical, but it's not like radiating power or anything. He's not casting any spells through it at this very second.
Okay. Then Kurla, just sort of as if they're in a daze, not really looking connected with the battle or with anything at this moment, will reach into their pocket, pull out a handful of diamond dust and hurl it in the air as they had before. The diamond dust will hang in the air, then coalesce into this sort of spectral whip, and they will snap it across the room towards Marcus as they cast Undeath to Death.
Okay.
And I will reduce accordingly.
got it.
Nice,
Alright, I need you to roll a certain number of hit dice, I believe. 16d4.
That is
Alright,
41.
41 hit dice worth of undead. Alright. Alrighty. So you cast Undeath to Death. There's this massive amount of positive energy you're throwing out to do this, and it's going to strike Marcus the Destroyer like dead center mass, and you see this field of positive energy like burn through his form and then vanish.
Oof.
Marcus still floats there, looking unperturbed.
Interesting.
You're not sure if the spell worked or not. I mean, it seemed like it should have worked, but
Maybe
Yeah.
he's not actually undead.
Well, I mean, he looks like a lich.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't.
Probably undead.
I mean, I thought maybe it's some sort of like life extension, and he hasn't technically died yet. IDK.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, it could be some sort of weird, like, not like, splitting hairs sort of definition change. All right. So that's going to take us to Archibald.
Well, that doesn't bode terribly well, but I think he's just going to do his thing. He's going to step in as close as he needs to, which I believe is right here. No, one closer. Is he able to like just step over these pools like that? Okay.
Yeah, you can step over. They're small enough.
And then throw a big old punch at this guy.
All right.
That is one attack. That is a 30 to hit.
Wonderful. All right, Archibald punches, and his fist is going to strike Marcus, but somehow it's almost like he phases through him. Like you can see Marcus's form shifts as if there's wind blowing around him, but it doesn't actually strike him.
It is like fucking Glare of Dash. Even with the fang being magical, the magic punch, okay.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem to land on him.
Then I don't think spells are gonna help.
Petravian.
Nice. Okay, so Petravian is going to, I believe it's, I can expend 2 charges of my Smite Evil to give everybody that ability. So I'm gonna call out Vera. Do you remember when we were fighting against Glarv?
What part?
When I said you could smite just like I do.
Yes. Are you doing that now?
You got it. I believe that's a 30-foot radius from my location, so I'm going to move up towards. Let's get a quick measurement. Where's 30 feet? Okay, I can get to that point and expend to my northwest and utilize 2 expenditures of smite to give everybody in my 30-foot radius the ability to smite. Like, they have to use it by the time it comes back around to me, I believe. Upon their next turn, they have to designate their target to be able to utilize it. And features.
And smite requires a
Smite.
physical attack, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can smite someone from here, but it doesn't do anything until you hit them. Well, that's also not quite true. If you smite, it also gives you basically an AC bonus versus that target. So you can smite someone from range, even if you can't hit them that turn.
Smite damage from range.
But it'll still benefit you from like a defensive standpoint because you end up getting a pretty significant amount of AC from it. From that target specifically.
And
Alrighty.
And does that give myself, or do I have to use another charge for myself?
Another charge of Smite Evil?
Of smite, yes.
I mean, hold on. Let me see here. So you just used it as
Mass.
As mass. Okay. Then yeah, that's like a standard action, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's you can't. So that's your turn then.
Yes.
He's just asking if he has to use smite the next time he tries to attack, or if that includes him.
Oh, if it's mass, it includes him.
Okay, cool.
It should. At
So
least. I'm fairly certain.
So when you guys attack, smiting and call your shot, as it were. And that will end my turn.
All right. That'll take us to the beginning of round 2. Chisel's up. Anything from Chisel?
Chisel is, well, now that he's smiting as well, he is going to move up to attack. Let's see, I believe he can get to here. And nope, he has to go one more forward to be able to get in range of Marcus.
Describe
And
the movement.
move 15 feet more towards Marcus the Destroyer, and he's going to gore.
Alrighty.
And smite.
And smite. Trying to remember how to is that a buff, correct? I believe it was.
Smite.
Oh,
He's asking about smite.
Yeah, it's smite. Is
Yeah,
that a
just-
buff on there?
No, it's not a buff on there. You just that for chisel is it technically is already
Built in.
built in. Yeah. So is there not no, there's not a smite attack. So we've had that built into his character. There's no changes built into it. So for him, it actually is only going to add some damage because he has no
Okay.
positive charisma. So it's just going to
Okay.
give him a bonus of plus 13 damage.
Okay.
That's the only difference for his smite.
Damage bonus plus 13.
Yep.
And single attack. As that is a 22.
All right. So Chisel tries to gore at Marcus, and the attack is going to go wide.
Ah.
More of this like wispy smoke is going to come off of Marcus as he sort of shifts almost without moving somehow and still manages to not be struck. Riz, you're up.
Is there a chance I could do a roll for what kind of spell Marcus had just cast to get rid of that last glyph?
Sure, yeah. You can make a spellcraft on it.
I would very much like to do that.
Okay.
All right. 36.
Okay. It appears to be unlike any spell you've ever studied before. At least it seems to be.
So it's not transmutation, like
I mean, I suppose it would be maybe like abjuration, possibly, but like it's gonna have elements of multiple different things. Essentially, what you can tell is it's a spell to destroy those glyphs, to break through a protection, basically to pierce a barrier.
I was asking in an attempt to counterspell it.
It's already been cast, though.
No,
So-
I mean I'm anticipating that he is going to do it again on the other glyphs.
Oh, I see.
Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, so if you have like a Dispel Magic prepped, yeah, you can try to counterspell him with it. But you need to hold an action to try that.
I don't.
That's a good idea.
I thought it was supposed to be the same.
It can be the same school as well, so if that's the case, I'll give it a school and call it Abjuration. So let me look up what Dispel Magic is, what the school for that is. Yeah, Abjuration. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I will try to
My guess was correct.
I will try to counterspell with a third level of abjuration.
Cool. So you hold your action for that then.
Correct.
Lovette.
Similar question. How fucked are the runes on the floor?
The center one is destroyed completely.
Completely? Like, I was thinking of I have a bunch of bottles of black liquids of various kinds. I was wondering if I could try and redraw it, but if it's like just a crater at this point, then fuck it.
Yeah, so basically these red lines represent like scorch or burns, where it's like literally burning the rock away.
Mhm.
It's destroying and sort of very quickly, still spreading. Like the spell hasn't even really technically ended. It's just scribbling this thing out with like scorch marks.
I see. Then I think I am going to float over by my friends here, and I'm going to drop a haste.
Alrighty.
Nice.
No Marcus in the haste there.
All right. Everyone is hasted. Go ahead. And
Although
have
actually,
that.
I'd actually like to put it up because I can purposely ignore him. Oh wait, no, I'll put it over here. Riz is back here. I'd rather get Riz hasted than be worm.
Okay.
Because ideally, Riz will last a little longer.
Yeah. All right. Well, in that case, go ahead and add haste onto your characters and your buffs there.
Thank you, Lovette.
Yeah.
Yee.
All right.
Sweet.
It
Okay.
is time.
And that'll take us back to Marcus's turn. Okay, so what he's going to do, before he even takes any action, his spell is going to continue. And what happens is, from that now smoking, destroyed crater that central glyph was in, tendrils are going to move out into each of the 4 remaining circles and start to scribble those out as well. So his spell is not finished. It begins to destroy those circles
Fuck.
in the corners.
Well, I tried to be creative.
Yeah.
And
I liked your thinking.
Thank you.
it was good. It was good. It was good thinking. But yeah, his spell wasn't
Yeah.
done.
Would they have been able
So-
to dispel magic on the ongoing spell?
I mean, you're welcome to try, I suppose. You do technically have a turn you can take right now, Riz. So if you want to try to stop that, you can cast your dispel magic or whatever you'd like to sacrifice. That was a prepped spell of abjuration.
Yeah, it was 3rd level abjuration. It was remove
yeah.
curse, technically.
Burn it. Let's see what happens. Make a caster level check.
Oh, yay. I love caster level checks. Nat fucking 20.
Oh,
Nat
20.
I'm
All
so
right.
sorry, headphone users.
It's okay.
All right. So, Riz, you begin casting the spell. You throw it out, and it is perfect. You cast everything exactly right. You feel this rush of arcane energy. You feel the blessings of the gods at your shoulders. Like, everything you're doing here is perfectly, exactly as it should be. You throw the spell out into the center of the room, and it starts to interact with Marcus the Destroyer's spell that's on that central area. And as it begins to swirl around it, it is rebuffed entirely.
Oh no.
So, Riz still has their palms out from their own runes being cast. And they just look over at the entity. And they're just... it's the knowledge that you've rebuffed me from trying to rebuff you.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you is all the expression says.
So on his turn, he is going to look out at all of you. And he's going to speak.
You are all beneath me, just as those fools in Prota are. Perhaps we will meet again. Perhaps not. Enjoy what little short lives you have left.
And in a crackle of shadowy energy, he is going to dissipate and vanish.
Fuck.
I'll back all you shit.
God damn it.
So, as he vanishes, the entire room begins to rumble and shake.
Fuck. Okay, I thought something gonna happen.
Good.
I got us.
Yeah, Riz runs
Is
over.
anything? I'm waiting to see if Beardy's saying anything. Because if it's just
Nope.
rumbling, shaking, okay.
Room is rumbling and shaking. Bits of dust and like shards of stone are falling from the ceiling here and there in the room as this whole place seems to become less and less stable.
Actually,
That's it.
I'm really quick gonna grab the pages. I'm not gonna read them. I'm just grabbing them and
Yeah.
throwing in a bag.
Everyone you touch turns to dust.
I'm bringing the binding then. Does that turn into dust?
It does.
Fuck you! Just add the dust.
For the
Close,
Vera?
come on.
Oh, are you teleported?
We're working
Yeah.
on it.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna ball up Archie,
Mm-hmm.
and I am gonna drop my new and improved teleportation circle pad and cast teleportation circle.
All right. Go ahead and cast teleportation circle.
Okay, this one's
Alright.
this doesn't have a count, you just have to step on it.
Riz was just hugging you. Just like, oh, we must be touching, right? Oh, of course.
Mechanically
Okay,
functions like a greater teleport.
So that costs amber dust,
Oh shit.
worth 1,000 gold pieces. So there's a material
Oh
component
shit,
to that
you're
spell.
right. Okay.
So go ahead and refund that one if you don't have that.
Yeah. I didn't realize that.
It's like,
Oh.
did you, why,
Oh, it
Why
also
is it not
responded
working?
already.
Why is
Fucking Alright. He's broken.
Anything
Fine.
else?
Fine, I've got this old one.
The room shakes as larger stone shards begin to fall.
is stuff happening? Otherwise, I'm gonna do something.
I drop a regular teleport pad below us.
All right, and what is your destination?
It's gonna be right back where the Vardo was parked.
Okay. So just on the surface, basically.
Just on the surface, yeah.
All right. You cast your teleportation spell, and everything flashes white as the teleporter goes off, and then you find yourselves back on the surface.
Oh,
And
fuck.
strangely enough,
It helped.
what else that seems to be strange is as you come to, as you stand here on the ground like Lovette, you realize you're standing on both your legs.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Oh shit!
Vera, your abdomen is back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I reach for my
Riz,
father's
you-
hammer.
You remember your horse, and a smile spreads across your face. Kurla, you're holding a blanket and a locket in your left and right hands. And Petravian, your father's hammer hangs from your belt. Archie looks around. And then we'll pat Lovette gently on the head.
are you feeling better, buddy?
I look at Chisel.
How's Chisel look?
I am functioning within normal parameters.
That's good enough, yeah. I'm happy with that answer. Okay.
So you find yourselves still in the middle of the blight, but it appears that the things you sacrificed have been returned to you, and somehow they feel like they have even more emotional weight to you now than they did before. Except for Lovette, that was the leg.
Yeah, but what Archie
Hey, they
got
like
that
that
has a
leg.
more emotional weight.
It's a
to
physical
me.
weight.
That was the real thing I caught.
Yeah.
I look at Chisel.
A
I don't
physical
know what you gave up, buddy, but hope we got it back.
What you
Chisel
guys be
snorts.
telling me?
I'd like to detect
What-
magic and see if this necromantic soup has gotten more soupy in this area.
It appears to have gotten less soupy.
Ah,
Yeah, I was about-
Like the source of whatever was poisoning this place is gone.
that's good and
Okay,
also
so
bad.
that went pretty much exactly how I was expecting. I don't know if we're responsible for that, but
What?
I mean, we are. We brought the ban out as a book. That's 100% on us. But I don't think we let the book in at least. So, at least we didn't waste any time.
It was just happenstance. He was going to get out no matter what.
I don't know.
If we hadn't, done this thing with the banner, perhaps not, but it's done.
Yeah.
It's done. So, what now? We
Well,
came
we
in this way. I
still-
don't feel like we learned anything.
We still need the parts from Kintao, but you
Do we have
said
the parts from here?
Well, we got the information about
Apocalypse.
the... Yeah, that one.
Well, we have that, yeah, but what does it do for us?
you said your friend knows stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe. I'm not. It's a big thing. It's a big spell. I couldn't.
You wrote it down. We have the
Yeah, I
spell,
do.
technically, so we can work off of that
We
somehow.
have one part. Let's start moving our way towards the ley line so we can start moving place to place so we can work our way to Kintao.
Yeah, yellow. Okay. We're done here, brother. We don't have anything to do here.
Well, I know it might be a big ask, and maybe we can leave from there, but I'd like to try to go to my hometown and maybe
Where is it?
commune with my.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
We're
Brixia?
really, like, where?
Brixia?
Where
Is
the
it
fuck
coast?
is that?
It's right along the coast.
Okay, 2 questions. How long do you plan to stay there?
Not long at all. I wanted to see if I could talk to my father.
You
This
ready to
could be
give up
done
your
in a
hero
day.
studies?
Yes.
Are you willing to get rid of the hero studies to take care of this?
Am I willing to what?
Get rid of the wheel, they were like, oh, you're big heroes, they're not gonna like, okay, because I can teleport you there and then out. They'll be mad, but we could do it quickly. Oh, I'll do it once the rest of us have left the country.
I guess. I mean, it. I don't know if I understand what you're saying.
Lovette
I
saying
know,
she
I
would
know,
teleport just you into the place where your parents are dead so you can ask
Okay.
a question to the dead spirits.
Yeah. And then the Arcani I would probably show
Yeah,
up and be
that would
like,
work
hey,
great.
you're not
That would be
supposed to do
fine,
that.
but
And we'll be
I
like,
don't
bye.
think- But doesn't your spell work where you have to be there?
Yeah, I'll be going with you.
But you've never been there.
Wait, have you? Tell me where it is.
Well, I can roll out the map like there.
Can you describe, like, what it looks like, your home?
I mean, now?
No, because
probably-
if we go right now, everyone else is getting in trouble. Once we've crossed the border, I bring you there
That's true.
with me, and then we come back.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yes.
let's do that.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get.
Riz is
I think that's a
getting-
better idea.
Is been
Is it-
hugging their horse in the meantime.
Is it wise for us to split up?
Not
Since
for
when have
very
we done
long.
the wise thing?
Petravian's not really. Petravian's goal is north of the area we want to cross through currently. Taking the
Yeah.
Vardo and carriage up that way. While
Mhm.
I mean, we could try and go by sea, and if we did that, we wouldn't have to worry about this strait again, which that was kind of a pain. We don't have a company to travel with, so.
Well, is there a port in Brixia?
Yeah, is that one?
It's not a very big town, but I guess it could. Yeah, it had a port when I was there.
Did it have a port?
Beardy.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
a big city as a
Cool.
port.
Okay.
Like I like how
I don't know
Screw's
how-
just like, I'm just gonna guess.
I'm gonna guess yes.
Yeah, it has a big port.
Yeah, it's got a decent sized port. I mean, I think we could probably take a boat from there. I definitely wouldn't want us to go through the gate back through the isthmus.
It might take longer to do it that way then.
Yeah, by ship.
Well, by ship it might take less time.
Yeah, the ship might be faster. Perhaps we could,
In fact, I'd like to survival check. Can I kind of guesstimate how long it would take for each, for if we went back the way we came versus if we took something by sea?
Sure. I mean, you already know that sea travel is typically faster you travel more miles per day on a boat than you do on land. So you can probably get there faster by going to Brixia because it's along a road. And then
the port would
Golgothia.
have to be in Parthenae then?
Burgos or Parthenae.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so if you were to
Burgos.
look back over at Obador, you could land at any of the major port cities. So
Maybe we
you
could
could go to
find a way to
Burgos
swing by
or
Palermo.
Parthenae. There's also some ports in Kodre. Like there's places you could land if you wanted to.
Okay.
I mean, it'd be faster to go by ship.
Alright, let's
Okay,
do
yeah.
this then.
Right, we'll go to Brixia? Is that Brixia?
Yes,
Yeah.
Brixia.
All right.
Well,
So making best speed for Brixia, you guys think it would be a journey of about 1,100 miles.
how many days is that?
That's a good question.
where are we stopping off? Are we stopping off at Pollyanna?
That's where the Druid circle was, yes?
Yes,
Yes.
around that area.
It was quite close. If we are traveling in that general direction, I would like to take a few minutes there, if that would be alright.
I believe it was
Oh,
40
it's
miles a
not.
day. I think.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, it will take you about 29 days.
Okay. Yeah, it took us like 3 months the first time? It took us a really long time. Yeah.
That's just to get to
fantastic.
Brixia, then you have the
Oh, just to get to
water
Brixia.
portion. Yeah.
Okay, well, still.
But you do travel faster across the ocean.
Let's do that then. Get on the Vardo and go.
Y'all start pushing people onto the cart.
Yeah. Svera's like,
Yeah.
go on there.
Kurla will hold himself up by Riz on the front of the Varda.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
All
make
right.
our way to Brixia.
Okay. Well, in that case, my next question is there anything you guys want to do along the way that is worthy of note?
Vera's going to wait until we get onto a road before doing anything.
Okay, so that's going to be 480 miles. So that's going to be 12 days. So for the next 12 days travel, you guys can travel out of the Blight, through the Far Timber Forest, and finally make it to the road. So 12 days travel. Go. All right, here we are.
All right, did anyone do
Yeah, does
anything?
anyone else want to do something? Because I don't have anything.
I don't
Speak or
think
forever
so.
hold your peace.
I'm going to be working on magic items. That's what I'll
Oh.
be doing.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I messaged you already about the 2 items I'm making,
Okay.
which are effectively the same thing. So those will, I have to double check how much money that will be, but that'll burn both of my scrolls of evil splendor.
Okay. So 12 days, here we go.
Kurla will just
During that
spend
time,
the time
you got. Sorry.
Kurla will just spend that time mostly lost in thought. They'll chat on light topics with the others and with Riz, but for the most part they'll keep to themselves, just a lot on their mind.
I mean, I guess if we're montaging the whole sequence away, I am kind of... Lovette will ask Archie about what he gave up, but she's not going to be really prying about it. She's curious, but like, it doesn't immediately give it up, she's going to assume he doesn't want to talk about it, because it seems like something that'd be very personal.
It seemed like it needed to be something important.
I guess so. I guess I found a loophole, but then again... Wait, what did you give up?
Seemed very painful. I'm not sure if that is much of a loophole.
I showed with Voska that the pain isn't a big deal. I'm fine with pain. I can deal with pain.
I traded what I felt was most important.
What a friendship.
Yes.
My boy, big hug. I'm glad you had it back, because that would have been a big one for me. I don't think I could have afforded to lose that.
It seemed like the right thing to do at the time.
Well, I'm glad you have it back, but you, as I told you, you couldn't disappoint me, Archie. You don't never disappoint me.
Thank you.
During the travel, Petravian will essentially try to not befriend, but get to know better Chisel, hang out more with them, do some prayers to Eden, work on his connection with Chisel a little bit.
Okay.
And say, I know, we have that hat, but and if you want to tell me, but I gave up my father's hammer in that crystal room. And if you don't have to tell me, but if you want to, I'd love to know might have given up.
Oh, so
Like,
now it's a shared hat?
No, it is not a shared hat. It's up to you if you want to let them have it. And I mean,
Okay.
I'll
I get it.
sass. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, but only for Hummel, because Hummel will suck your dick.
Jeez.
Don't you love sass? Or did I catch you in that one?
Caught me in that one. Ah. Whew, that was pretty good. Brava. I mean, that's up to you if you want to let them borrow it, and I'd be grateful if you'd let them borrow it.
You know I'd let them borrow it. Besides, it was a gift from you, so you can decide if you need it. I suppose.
No, it's yours. That's what a gift is. It is not. It is something that is yours, and because I want you to be able to still speak your mind when you want to.
Well, I
Because
guess
I want to hear
can
what you have
let
to
it
say.
be then. For me, then you can do something for me later.
Anything for you.
You're like finger guns from a fucking bee.
It'll be like this.
All right. Well, anything else?
No, Vera will be. Vera feels that they have a better connection again to Mellifera afterwards. Correct? Okay. Good. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, if nothing else, at least you feel like more appreciative of it, I suppose.
Oh yeah, I do. And I need to talk to Archie about piloting him. Yeah.
Is it okay if I jump in your body again?
Well, no. I mean, I'll ask him.
How does that feel? Was that bad feeling? Good feeling? Well feeling?
Was it good for you too?
You don't know how hard I held back from actually saying that, though.
Oh, wonderful.
We're earning our explicit rating this evening.
Did you like it when I was inside of you?
All right, that wasn't in character. I just wanted to say it in a voice.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I mean, Archie doesn't have too much to say about it, other than he was sort of just taken by surprise. He didn't know he was capable of doing that.
But it doesn't bother you? It doesn't feel bad?
It feels warm.
Okay. Okay, as long as you are okay with it, I just didn't want to,
I suppose it is the closest I will ever come to feeling what it is like to have a heartbeat.
Boy.
Oh.
Wow.
Sorry, I was about
Well,
to ruin the moment.
You
can have
do
it
it.
for now.
Do it.
Oh, I'm just
We don't
imagining this
actually
throbbing
feel our
Lovette inside Archie's chest.
Xeno, you're grounded.
I know. Every day.
Worth it.
Something.
So you
something
say
in there.
that, but
Worth it.
I've had ideas for their futures, and just I'll leave it at that for now.
Wonderful.
I am disturbed.
I'm just glad.
We all
I'm
are,
just
thanks
glad.
to you.
All right. Well, so now that you're on the road, what would you like to do?
All right. So after our travels, Vera's been praying to Mellifera as normal, but maybe one of the days on the road, Vera's going to actually teleport back to the temple to spend a day there, and she'll talk to Petravian to guide the cart during this time.
Okay.
At your leave.
Do we really want Petra driving a cart after that red means go nonsense?
Okay. So I did forget the roads in Proto are enchanted and they go a little bit faster. So it's actually only going to be 11 more days to get to Brixia from here.
Coolio.
Damn, those are fast.
Mm-hmm.
Road work.
I sure hope it do. Yeah, Riz is pretty quiet through most of the journey.
All right. Well, in that case, 11 more days will pass.
I would like to go to the temple.
Oh,
That's what
Yeah.
I said before.
Yep. Yeah. Of course.
Okay.
so is
Is there-
that happening?
Is there anything specific? Yeah. Of course. Is there anything specific you want to do at the temple?
Yeah, so Vera's going to, obviously, once she gets there, is going to greet the people that are in the temple,
Mm-hmm.
but will eventually produce a note that they've written, probably after stealing one of Lovette's quills. And it has a list of things that she'd like them to carry out at the Holy City.
Mm-hmm.
And do you just want me to roleplay that, or just say what the note says?
That's up to you.
I'll
I
just,
hate
I'll just
that.
roleplay it.
I love it. Stealing Lovette's quills. Just running around like,
Do it.
I'll see where did they put it? I was like sleeves in this week.
Sister.
Go ahead.
Oh, so Vera will find one of her sisters or brother's sister, we'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Sister, there's something I'd like us to do, if you can help me.
Oh, of course. What is it?
You know, Soliana. You remember?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
Well, back when their form was damaged, well, they've been in pain. They've needed healing, and apparently they haven't been able to be fixed. And I think there's something that we can do, seeing as how they've done so much for us.
It only seems right. What should we do?
So I will produce this paper and give it to my sister.
Mm-hmm.
I want us to move the statue we have in the Holy City Temple.
Mm-hmm.
And Vera will rummage through their pouch, and they will produce. Let's see. Let me see what I got here. Okay. 810 gold pieces.
Okay.
I want to zone an area of the Holy City, preferably somewhere that people pass by, maybe something near the amphitheater. And we need to make renovations to the statue that's listed there. But also we need a new plaque. And on the paper it will say, Soliana, Godling of the Lost. May your worship heal their broken vessel and grant you their boon. May it bring you to that which your heart connects. And if there's any money left over from that. And Vera's eyes roll as she gives a sigh. See if you can commission a piece from Biff the Cantankerous about soul. Something that will, and puts air quotes, hype people up.
You might be able to do that one for free.
I think they would.
He kind of likes Soul.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you,
And-
sister.
Your sister will take the gold and set about seeing it done.
All right.
So go ahead and remove the gold from your character sheet there, and your temple is going to move along with your instructions.
If anyone wants to know, I have 9 silver pieces.
No. I'm not gonna have a lot of money soon.
That was nice.
And Vera will spend the rest of the day at the temple because they've been gone for a while.
Okay.
You doing okay?
Yeah, it was just really sweet.
Aw.
That was very nice.
That's
Very,
my
very
best friend.
nice. Aww.
All right. So the time will march forward, and your group will travel through Pembroke, then through Quadrivium, and then take the eastern road to Brixia. Is there anything you want to do along that journey?
Yeah. Petra was gonna. Well, I have a question for Riz. How's my room? Does it still look like all the leaves
No, it looks regular.
all the leaves are brown? Oh.
All the
Leaves are
leaves
brown.
Fuck all of you.
I'm so glad
All the leaves are
I was trying to ignore it.
You know,
escape it.
once I noticed everyone else was gonna start pitching in, I was like, all right, we can do it and go for it.
Thank you guys.
Of course.
Riz, I actually have a question. Why were the leaves turning brown?
Oh, you... well, let me ask you again. Why did you think that? Why do you think they were brown? Because that was the question you never answered in our conversation that other evening.
Because I believe that you believed that that I was losing my connection to Eden, or forfeiting my connection to Eden.
There we go, a straight answer! Yeah, that's it. I thought you were like a waste of time for me. You had spent all this time with me as me telling you about stuff about Eden, and then you were just gonna abandon it? It was pretty annoying.
Yeah, that would have been an asshole thing to do.
Yeah, so I was upset about that, and I showed you with your room.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Risen looks really taken aback.
Your opinion means a lot to me, and I would never want you to feel like I took what you taught me for granted.
Riz looks at you unsure for a moment. And they take kind of a hesitant step closer to you. Because I imagine they tend to have a distance when they're standing around people normally. And they're pretty much looking up at you at this point. That's how close they are. And they hug you.
Dang.
See me, player? It's like hugs.
And then they just kind of step
thank
back
you.
and look away.
He's Petra's beaming a little bit because he's like, thank you.
You're welcome. Don't say I never did anything nice. I always did nice things.
Of course. I mean, we're in your we're in your home.
True,
You let us stay. You let us stay in your home. That's kind of very personal. That is
Who are
incredibly
you?
nice.
why are you suddenly thoughtful and kind and shit?
What do you want?
Yeah.
Sorry.
What do you want from me?
I just recognizing that I need to be a little more open with everybody and not be a bit of an asshole. And he's just like, mainly with Chisel.
Okay.
I feel like I've been taking them for serious granted, and it made me think that I might be taking everybody for granted, or not showing my gratitude enough to everyone.
Petravian, can I see your cloak really quickly? Just turn around.
Sure. Oh, what?
And Riz will kind of take out a sewing needle, kind of wiggle it in the air, and with mage hand, they're going to pretty much stitch in on the two corners of the cloak, the combined symbols of Eden and Mellifera on them.
Oh, that's
Does
lovely.
this look okay? It's been a while since I've done stitch work, but
No, it is lovely. Thank you very much. Just feeling it, feeling the craftsmanship.
it's silk, but it's dyed silk. It's thread. It's not important.
What's the thread count?
1, 2, 3.
But
3.
yeah, you can count. I appreciate that you said. I appreciate that you apologized. I appreciate all these words. I did not know you were, Now, if I say this, it's gonna sound mean, but this is how I talk.
I get it.
I didn't know you were a big enough person to do that until now.
Maybe I
He's
wasn't.
like 7 feet.
Maybe I wasn't. Maybe seeing that I hurt the people around me without meaning to, I need to be more aware of that. And be more open with everyone.
Riz just pats the side of his head. Just gently. You're growing. And I'm sorry that I dismissed you so early.
It was warranted.
You have surprised
As
me.
you... Well, that was a good surprise.
It's not often you surprise a fortune teller.
I mean, you did say bridges need routine maintenance.
It's true.
I guess I gotta work on myself.
Can you teach me about Mellifera?
I would, to the best I can. I would love to.
I'm curious. But maybe another day.
Okay. Have any questions? Let me try. I'll do my best.
There are some I have for Vera.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to think on some for you, specifically, if you do not mind giving me that time.
Not at all. Not at all.
Alright. Have a good night, Petravian.
Likewise.
Rizzle. Sit down in their bed and watch their horse like they do every night.
All right. Well, anything else, or shall I zoom ahead?
Did Chisel ever want to tell us? Did
Oh.
Chisel ever decide to tell?
How would you know? You can't talk.
That's true.
Not really.
No. Okay. Yeah.
If you want
Unless
to
you're
use,
gonna,
if you want to use the crown or the top hat,
yeah.
just
Yeah,
tell
if you
me.
want to put the
Well, okay. I do
Yeah.
have the spell detect desires, but unfortunately, I think that would be the asshole way to do it.
No, but you're gonna do that.
I
And
don't
his only desire is to be with his family.
I miss my wife.
Yeah. I miss
That was my wife, too.
I miss my wife, Petra.
As actually Petravian's going to start like researching, going through books, trying to figure out, is there a way he can not just, and I don't like using this word, but like to dismiss them, to be
with
like,
that.
hey, go hang out with your family, like, and I can call you if,
Oh, I can't help
and
with can help with the talking to him part without making another hat. I mean,
Yeah, but like, can I have him like?
do you want some feeling clamps?
With the clamps?
Nice. Let me just attach this to this deer here.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about
Anyway.
that. I'm sure Chisel would love having this spider clamp on the back of his neck.
wanna set up a
No,
safe
like to
word
be
first.
able to. So, I don't think there's like a spell. Like there's the call mount, but I don't think there's like a dismiss mount. So that Petravian's gonna start researching that to try to see if he figure something out for them.
To use the hammer for. Sorry.
Dismiss. Bam.
You are
But that's what
dismissed.
That's all we're gonna do for the rest of the time.
All right. So Brixie
Yep.
it is.
All right. So, you guys make your way to Brixia. So, here we are. You find your
Here
way
we are.
to a large coastal city. It's a big port. The city it's built on a cliff that's on the south side. The highest point is actually sort of halfway in the town there in a district called the High Cliff. But further to the east, there's a big coastal fortress. And there are a good number of people that would live here. Many, many thousands of people would call this city home.
Nice.
We're coming in from the south? The southwest?
Yeah, you're
right?
coming in from the southwest, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Petravian, where do you live? Or do
Well-
you live?
Well,
Petravian.
Yep.
Your family lived in the inner band, which was sort of the middle class part of town.
Yep.
That's pretty good. It's better than I thought. I
Yeah.
thought you lived in some hodunk town. Like out in the middle of nowhere.
No, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't but they did kind of try to keep to themselves because you know,
Their sun was gray.
Oread. Yeah, I wasn't the pebble of the pit just yet. It's like, oh, there used to be a really good restaurant like right over there, and oh, I guess they shut down. They had really good bread. I mean, but then again, they always have good bread around Proto.
How old were you when this occurrence happened to your parents?
And that was a long time ago. 18, I believe. No, 19. Cripes.
That's how old you are. That's how long ago.
No,
I
that's
thought
how
you
old I
said long
was.
ago. Oh,
That's how
oh.
old I was.
And you're like what, like over 100 now?
Mm-hmm.
Your home might not be there. Do you know they were buried?
They weren't.
Oh. I definitely should have. I feel like I should have asked these questions before, so it's kind of on me. But also, this would maybe have been a nice thing to have mentioned before we came this direction.
Well, no. The way the spell works is you go where they died.
Do you know how they died?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
My father crucified outside of my house, and my
What?
mother inside the burnt down house.
The house might not be there, or there might be like 2 buildings on the property overlapping.
I mean, if it's nearby, is that good enough?
Yeah. Best thing we can do is try.
All right.
Yeah, now that we're here, I guess we might as well.
Lead the way.
All right. We go down, and we find. Well, it's there and there. Is this right about here? It was.
It's been about 100 years, pretty much to the dot, since this happened,
Mhm.
and a lot of the city has changed since you've been here last.
Mm-hmm.
But you're pretty sure you can figure out roughly where you are based on some of the landmarks, because
They got
most
clock
things have
towers and
changed,
things.
But there's a couple landmarks that haven't. Most of the small buildings have been completely rebuilt, so I would say about 95% of the town is completely different than you were here last.
Wow.
You can
The
mark
city
the
streets
100th
have mostly changed. Like, it's been 100 years. So a lot of stuff has moved around and changed. But based on some of the bigger, like, historical landmarks, you put yourself roughly where you think your house used to stand.
Cool.
Compelled and directed by the trauma,
Yeah, yeah.
which is
You
the
can
best
you
kind
can
of
just in
direction.
time to celebrate the 100th anniversary of your parents' death.
I mean, you're a year late, or
Oh,
a year
shit.
early. I'm sorry, a year early.
Oh, well,
Mhm.
the 99th anniversary is also kind of
Yeah.
monumental.
Yeah.
Happy belated crucifixion, Dad.
It's got 2 9s in it, so it's the best number, right?
It's a worse. Actually, I need to grab some. Riz, do you have any candles in the Vardo? I'm sure you do,
They
right?
just pull it out of their cloak somehow. How many do you need?
Perfect. Actually, just like a drip of just a little bit of the wax from the candle. There we
What
go.
scent?
Well, do you have lavender?
I was actually going to say.
There we go. Perfect. That'll do.
To stow the rest back into the cloak somehow.
What was that?
I had a handfuls, and I had to grab the one that was lavender scented. What do you think it was?
Is that what that was?
That-
I thought you were
that's
trying
what
to
I
eat
thought
the
it
candle.
was. But
No, I had full hands, and I wanted to give him the specific one.
Does Riz eat candles now? Is that just a
No,
thing?
that's never
See,
been the thing.
not-
Shut the
like,
fuck
nothing's
up,
not
God
Dutch
who
now.
talks.
nothing's gonna taste good
Mother-
for at least an hour.
Yeah.
Riz, who are you talking to?
The God who talks. And the other beings that float over us all.
Ah. So, okay. I mean, I like lavender, and my mother always had lavender in her house.
It's very... It's very nice.
Right? Anyway, so, here we go. Shit. Somebody create flame. There we
Right
go.
now.
Thank you.
A little later.
I mean, he
I
lied.
just imagine the armlet that Lovette has can do that.
Yeah, Vera's
Mhm.
arm will ignite as I produce flame.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. So Petra's going to take the little drip right around the area where kneel down, drip some of the wax. He's going to actually take some of the seeds that he has, drip some on the seeds, and some of the honey that he has with him. A little bit of honey on the top. He's going to plant both the seeds covered with the wax and the honey, and plant them in the ground, and say a prayer and cast Speak with Soul to try to commune with either his mother or his father.
Yeah, what do you want?
God damn it! You son of a bitch.
Preferably, well, I think he would get more out of his father. More than likely, he'd probably be able to commune with his father.
Go ahead and drop the spell, please.
You got it.
Let's read this.
Sorry, I had to. I had to do
Like
it
I
to you.
looked at you as soon as he said it because I knew it was going to come out.
Just like they did. Out of the cabinets.
Yeah.
Yeah. But seriously, what do you guys want?
Not right now. We're in the middle of
In
something.
the middle of something. Sorry. My bad.
Like, it's great hearing from you, but
Oh,
Like-
it's really good hearing from you too. I miss you.
yeah, we miss you too.
Come back sometime.
All right.
No.
So Petravian, you drip this wax on the ground as you incant the spell. It takes about a full minute to cast, and when you finish, wind begins to blow around you, and the sky sort of darkens, and a figure is going to step out in front of you from almost nowhere, and you see this shimmering shape of what appears to be a humanoid become slightly more and more in focus. It starts out as sort of fuzzy, but the more you look at it, the sharper its features become. and you see your father standing before you. And that's where we're going to take a short break.
Ooh.
Hello, checkers and pleasers. We are back.
Hello.
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 All right. So we left off with this apparition appearing in front of Petravian. You see this shape, this humanoid shape. It's unmistakably your father, and he's looking at you. He says nothing.
Hello, Father. I know we don't have much time, and it took me a long while to get to here. And I know this may be insensitive, but I gotta know, how did you come to... Who killed you? Who killed you and Mother? What was redacted? What did you do with the Arcani?
Why is it important now? Why after a century?
I was lost for a long time. And I have a new family. But I want to know what happened to my old one. I still carry your part of you with me. And he takes his hammer off the belt.
The humanoid shape seems to reach out instinctively toward it, and then its arm drops back down, as if remembering that it is no longer among the living. It seems like an age ago. The memories have somewhat faded in that time. There was political turmoil. I had supported someone I thought would do good in this city, and they would have. But they had made enemies.
You never told me. Go ahead.
They were ruthless, and they didn't care the methods they used. And they attacked. They killed me and your mother. I am thankful to the gods that you survived.
Was it tied to how you came to adopt me, to how it came into your care?
I don't believe so. Your original family, they were killed in a disgraceful act, and I swore that I would do what I could to make amends for it.
Not my whole family, apparently. I met my brother.
I had no idea that another survived.
What was the unspeakable act? What did they do? Where did all this happen?
It was a small village in a forest nearby. A group of people that didn't fit in, outcasts.
What was the name of the town?
It was a
Just a small village.
collection of a few families. I doubt they even had a proper name for the place. But the Legion was sent to collect taxes on the locals, those who hid and avoided census, those who refused to bend the knee. But when they offered resistance, they were cut down. Well, this is our way. But I felt shame. And I found you. Your mother was dying from a wound. Your birth mother was dying from a wound. And I swore to her that I would raise you as my own. I tried to teach you right from wrong, the value of honor, standing up for what is right. I believe I've succeeded in that.
Thank you. I wish I could have been there to help.
No. It is better this way. I was an old fool, and you found a better path than any I could have offered.
Thank you, sir. Say hello to Mother for me.
Of course.
He kind of reaches out for them to shake his hand, but he knows that it's just an apparition.
Yeah, as you do, you just get a sense of like a chill in your hand as it passes into the image of your father.
Rest well, sir. And he will
keep doing what's right in the world. Bring justice to things.
And I turn around and look at my family and say, I'm trying.
And with a nod and a smile, the apparition will fade away.
Riz will be at your side, touching your arm gently. Don't say
Well.
anything. Are you okay? It's okay to not be okay if you're not.
Yeah. What would the real difference in my thought it would be?
In a way, I'm glad that it was nothing connected to Marcus. I was worried.
Yeah, he was kind of getting a weird feeling about it too. But he was like 800 years ago, you were nowhere near born.
Yeah, but you just...
Yeah.
There was a lot of black ink in that dossier.
It's true.
Countries cover things up all the time. Just like someone did to my memory, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know.
Was everyone else able to see this apparition?
Yes.
Want to make sure.
Would you like to talk to your mother too, Petravian?
Well,
Yeah.
You might not get another chance anytime soon, so... If not now, when?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're here. We're not going to rush you.
yes.
Alright.
Yes, actually, I will.
Did you
Alright.
prepare 2 of those today?
Oh, that's right. No, I only prepared 1. I didn't think to prepare 2.
Kurla
What
will,
else would you? What else did you pick over that?
Kurla will step up to Petravian, seeing him at a little bit of a loss.
Question.
Is there what's the matter?
Well, in my always preparedness for things going sideways, I only prepared one of those spells. I know we need to get going.
Kurla's
So-
gonna actually smile for probably the first real time since the blight.
Holy
Give me
shit,
your-
what happened to your face?
Give me your hand, you twat.
Give Kurla your hand.
Here you go. Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
shit, Lovette.
Think.
I didn't like the
It was,
mood.
it was funny.
Think on your mother, alright? And Kurla's eyes will half close and they will begin casting, just moving their hand rhythmically through the air. And light will start emanating from their fingertips and working its way, weaving its way into various shapes. As they cast Speak with Soul.
Don't you dare. I swear to
I
God.
don't know who this is.
I was about to say.
God damn it.
All right. Kurla casts Speak with Soul, and after a short moment, some candle wax is dripped on the ground, and an apparition will appear, fuzzy at first and quickly becoming sharper and sharper, as it becomes the form of your mother, the one that you remember raising you from a tiny
yeah.
child.
That sounded like an insult. I realize you just meant it literally, but it's like the smoke takes the form of your mom.
Your mom.
Yeah.
Kurla, fairly sure that the spell will sustain itself now, takes a few steps back to give Petravian and the apparition of his mother some space.
It steps closer, reaches a hand out, and sort of caresses Petravian's cheek. It feels cold. You've grown.
A little.
Have you been eating enough?
As you taught me. Not enough pasta, though.
That's what I need to make more.
That I always tell you.
We can make fish spaghetti.
Let's do. What is fish spaghetti?
It's really good.
Are you guys really
It's
having this
Palsy.
conversation right now?
Look, we're whispering.
That's my family now.
They seem nice.
They are. I'm so sorry.
For what?
I wasn't there for you.
You were there. It wouldn't have changed things. I'm thankful to the gods that you survived. That you went on to make so much of a difference in the world. Just look at all that you've accomplished.
Well, your guidance saved me. Eventually, it took a while, but I found the tree. Said the prayer, and they showed up.
Of course they did.
Eden was there for me.
Just like I always said. See? It's just like, yeah, I've always told you, your mother's always right about these things. So, don't ever doubt it when I tell you that you're on the right track. And I know you're going to succeed.
Thank you.
Now, you need to eat something. You're all skin and bones.
Ah, say, please, Vera,
What?
come here.
We'll like pensively approach.
I believe
spirit-
this one.
The spirit looks at you.
This is my sister. Vera, This is my mother, Floria.
When you say this is my sister, get a small smile from Vera. She'll nod to your mother's apparition.
It's nice to meet you.
I found another family as well, in addition to Eden.
That's true.
And they are the world to me, as you were. Thank you for everything. It took me a while to get here, but thank you for everything you did.
I did only what any mother would have. I'm glad that you found a new family. And I'm sure that the two of you will keep each other out of trouble.
How did you make your sauce? Before you go, how the hell did you make your sauce? Nobody's been able to make it right. What was the secret ingredient?
Of course. Well, the first thing you do is you take cloves of garlic and you mince them up just right. And then as soon as the apparition says that, it fades away.
To be fair, that's all you need.
Just garlic.
Just
Like
garlic.
maybe 5
Garlic.
cloves.
Is whatever it says, however many cloves of garlic it says, triple it at least.
Butter.
You measure certain things with cups, you measure other things with spoons. You measure garlic cloves with your heart.
Cooking
As in,
tips.
how many hearts worth of garlic do you want to put in your pasta?
So many.
Now, but now what about artichokes? Because that's measured in
You know,
hearts.
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
You
During
ruined
this,
it.
during
ruined
this
it.
touching moment, Kurla will have been hanging back, I guess, next to Lovette and Riz, and Kurla will just be, again, still smiling and watching this, and without breaking eyesight of, watching Petravian and his mum, they'll mention out of the corner of their mouth to Lovette, "Don't think I didn't hear that little quip of yours. I'll find a way to make you pay. I gave you back your hands, I can take them away again.
Was that thing gonna happen to your face again?
You watch your bloody step, or I'll take your legs too." All of this said with a grin.
Anyways,
Yeah.
what is fish tacos? I mean, sorry, fish spaghetti.
Fish spaghetti. It's, is that the ones that got
no.
it?
It's
Oh,
not fish
awesome.
spaghetti.
What?
It's shrimp
No.
scampi.
No, not. You weren't there. It was before we met you, Petravian.
So what, mom's spaghetti, is it?
No, fish spaghetti.
Yeah, mom's fish spaghetti.
Your mom made this?
Forget it. It's over.
Oh, we
already.
need to talk to her then. Let's get the fish mom spaghetti recipe.
We're going to visit my
And-
mom. We probably should do that, actually.
We're going to be in Ville.
So before we
Yeah,
head out,
just think.
Petravian will kneel back down to the ground again and say a decent-sized prayer to Eden and plant a walnut.
Petravian, I think I figured out something out about you.
Hmm.
I was wondering for so long why you were so adamant about worshipping Eden.
Mhm.
I mean, you didn't butt heads with Kurla, but it wasn't really like you mesh with the Edenites. And you didn't have know a lot about their religion, but it was your connection to your mother, wasn't it?
Yup.
I'm glad you have it, and I'm glad it's stronger now.
I feel like that would have been easier to go around if we had been told that.
Yeah.
Remember,
Once
I'm
again,
working
you-
on sharing. Working on that whole sharing thing, right?
They seemed like they were good people, and they did a good job with you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, an alright job with you.
I mean, you've been alive for years more, so I would say
Well-
pretty good.
You guys picked up where they left off.
No, I'm not going to be your daddy, Petravian. We don't have that kind of friendship.
I will. I could be a good dad.
Yeah, you could be a like that.
Yeah.
You look like my dad.
Oh?
Yeah, kinda. He was also really funny.
Could I be a dad?
You have to fuck the right people, I guess, to do that.
True.
I need
You
to
don't
always
have
adapt.
to.
Discern next of kin.
It's less range than what I had in mind, but yeah, that too.
But you don't have to be. You don't have to fuck somebody to become a dad. I mean,
That's what I just fucking said.
Are we ignoring Vera again? We can play this game, it's funny. She gets really angry. Yeah, or you could adopt someone.
Oh, that's a good idea, Lisa.
that's a great idea, Riz.
Is there anything else we need to do while we're here, or should we find our way to?
Let's procure a boat somewhere.
Yeah, I need to beat the shit
Yeah.
out of 3 people I know.
Well, when
Well,
don't
let's go
you?
find them. All right, go on. Bye bye.
Put them up, Vera. Let's go.
I'm gonna approach
My money's
Riz
on
and just
Riz.
push them.
Combat maneuver.
Go down to the. We're gonna go down to the towards the docks, but pass through the food, the bakery area of town where Petravian remembers it, and obviously it's all gonna be different.
What do you want? Do you want
I had a really
Combat maneuver.
tasty place.
CMB.
to CB?
Mhm.
Got it. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
they rolled a 2.
What is it?
Wow.
That is a 20.
Oh, I beat it. I
God damn it. Why can't I
Nice.
roll?
I was counting on your low rolls. Actually, I was like, "There's
is
a
that right?
chance."
Oh
That
shit.
is what you.
You got a nat 20?
What? No, my CMD.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha.
That's 28.
So I try to push you over and it just like doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gods. You hit me right in the soft parts. I don't fucking. And they just walk past you.
So, what kind of food do they have in the little market area we're passing through?
Well, the closest thing I would equate this to cuisine-wise is this place serves Italian food, specifically Italian seafood. So you get smells of
spaghetti.
of shellfish and fish and cream sauces and noodle dishes and pasta of all kinds. And like many Protean towns, there's also the smell of bread being baked.
Riz is taking notes of the current food list that they're seeing.
Bread.
Kurla's
Fish
gonna take a few-
spaghetti.
Yes.
It
this
makes
is
sense now.
Yeah.
We got the fish when we're on the boat.
I'm eating while we're here. The next boat doesn't leave for like an hour.
Yes, I feel like eating would probably help me figure out what spices I need to use.
Exactly.
Let's experiment, my friend.
Yes. This will get some fish spaghetti.
So do you want to try to get a boat first, or go and eat at a restaurant first?
I will procure the boat first
Okay.
and see what time is leaving.
Mhm.
And then with whatever time we have until leaving port, we will spend that time together.
Wonderful. All right. Well, in that case, you head to the harbor, and I'd like you to make a diplomacy check to try to procure transport.
You got it. 30.
All right. So, talking your way through the area, you find a couple of boats that'll work for you, and both of them, or all of the ones you find that are applicable here, you find ones that go to various ports over in Obador. So, which city or port are you heading to?
Should we go to Burgos?
I thought we were trying to go to the Lithogate.
That's true.
Yeah, well, but I don't think Pollyanna has a port, does it?
Is there a
No.
port near Pollyanna?
Not really.
I thought there was some in Kodre.
There's no, sorry. Like in Pollyanna, no. So let me pull up Kodre.
Let's pull it up over on the wiki.
There we go. So in Kodre, you can go to Salabriga.
Oh,
that's going to be a port. Also Calibriga. Both of those are port cities. And they make regular frequent trade with the Proteans. So there's ships going to either of those ports.
I think
So
Slibriga is probably
Calibriga.
ideal.
What?
Looks a little closer.
Okay. I was gonna go for the K one, because...
Well, we'd have to go through the forest that way, and we don't the other way.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense, but... Isn't the Druid Circle in the forest anyways, though?
Yeah, but that's the second stop. First
Right,
stop is
we're-
Pollyanna.
Correct. Okay. Yeah, we'll do Salabrisa.
Salabriga. Okay.
Oh,
You
that's
got
a
it.
That's
G?
a G. Yeah.
That's a G.
That looks
You
like a
gotta love that
Shrek
font.
S.
It is.
Holy shit, that's a Shrek ass.
You know, I can't unsee it now. You're right.
Okay.
It's actually called a Shrek. It's like the
Shrek.
it's pronounced
Tilde.
Celebrashreka.
Can we zoom in on that S for the stream? That's a Shrek ass S.
Celibishra.
No, Celebrashreka.
Libishreka.
I'm sorry, Beardy.
Salobra Shreka. It's fine. I'm not
Put that
going
in
to
the
fix
wiki.
it.
I'm going to add that as an alternate pronunciation on the wiki.
God.
Yeah, no problem.
So yeah, it's you guys head to, or rather, you charter a boat. So it'll leave in a couple of hours, so you have some time.
Okay.
How much
We
for
have
the
to
boat
fight.
to passage?
So passage is going to cost 20 gold per person.
Oh, the Vardo.
Yeah, and the carts.
Bardo's 100 gold.
Okay.
That counts the horse.
We'll throw.
The wagon's also 100 gold.
Oh, okay. So it's 75 per person. We're splitting evenly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over to Chisel and say, hey buddy, we're gonna hop on the boat. I want you to have fun. Just go. There's a lot to do in the area. A lot of really good local flora and fauna. If I need you, I'll see if I can. I'll call, but don't feel obligated to come, man. I understand.
Chisel turns and walks away.
I was gonna say you make it sound like a party, but then I was like, I guess that's technically not incorrect.
Riz will put down the 300 gold.
All right, Riz pays for the entire passage.
Riz,
Wow.
how do you want us to do this? You want to split it, or do we
Yeah,
pay back,
I-
or
Yeah.
Is anyone not able to cover us? I can.
I'm happy to pay my share or
I
more
have no
even.
money.
Yeah,
We got you covered. Got
Uh-huh.
you covered. It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
All right. Well, thank you.
I
Are you
guess
sure? You sounded confused saying that.
new words are coming out of my mouth.
Oh. No, I don't know. You don't worry a whole lot. It's just money.
Yeah, it's
Kurla
just
is-
money.
Kurla's trying not to make a big thing of it because it's pretty clear that Riz doesn't want a thing made of it.
Hey Vera, do you see the serpent on the map here? Is that like serpent area? We have to fight something on the way, or what?
I don't know. You grew up here.
It's a fucking map.
Yeah,
So-
but normally they put cities on map. Why the
Yeah,
hell
you
would they
know-
put a serpent? Is that like a warning?
You're probably right, Petra. I think everyone who sails this sea has to fight the serpents across.
Could we continue making fun of Petravian over a meal while we're here? Because we've only
Yes.
got a few hours left, and
Petravian.
bread here is absolutely amazing.
Alright.
Do you know
Wait.
the best place to eat, or else I'm going to start asking people?
Well, the last place that I'm guessing it'd be right over there, but I'm guessing it's probably gonna be no longer there. It's been 100 years, so.
All right,
who
excuse
knows?
me. Riz is just gonna start asking around for the best place for fish spaghetti.
Okay.
Spaghetti.
Make another diplomacy check to gather information to find the best fish spaghetti
25.
in Brixia.
What a shitty fucking roll.
I'd like to do the same. Ask around. A little better, 27.
Kurla will ask around as well, because they're actually kind of excited about trying the local cuisine for the last time. And that is a 34.
Nice!
Nat 20.
Nat fucking 20!
Ooh.
I like to think
Nice.
Pearl was the only one who didn't ask for fish spaghetti and so they understood what we were talking about.
Kurla gets to bust out their
Oh.
fluent Protean one last time.
Oh yeah, perfect Protean.
Well, from study, not from the honey.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't drink the Kool-Aid.
Nope, sadly.
Very disappointing.
We still got some Kool-Aid for you.
They've still got the vial on them. Anyway,
true.
what is that? What do we learn from that, Beardy?
Okay. You find out that there is a very particularly expensive and nice restaurant that's right on the east side of the High Cliff district, overlooking the harbor. It is known as the Last Fiddler.
So, we want a place called the Last Fiddler. It's overlooking the harbor. So I guess it's that way, somewhere that way.
Oh, we can
Let's
find
do
it.
That way. We can
Let's
find
go.
it.
Mhm.
Apparently, it's quite the upper crust establishment. We might have to, I don't know, drop the whole hero of Protor thing, or just, make sure they know we got money, even if we don't look like their usual clientele. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Riz just kind of
Why not
fluffs
look
up
like
their
I have
cloak.
money?
I'll meet you there. I need to do something quick. All right?
Just be safe, okay, Vera?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay, we'll miss you.
Don't kill anyone.
Lovette, can you fly
Like
next to
side
me?
eye.
Yeah.
And Riz will scoop their arm in yours,
Yeah.
and they'll take Petravians.
And I like mock walking with my cane as I fly in the air.
Oh, very prestigious.
Right,
Thank you.
they're definitely gonna not think anything's weird with us. They'll
Mhm.
absolutely love us there.
Completely normal.
Totally.
They look weird. What are adventurers other than old people who travel place to place?
Mm-hmm.
What is
So,
Vera
well,
doing?
Well, I have
Yeah.
a question, Beardy.
Mhm.
When I teleport to the Maleferant Temple,
Yes.
does Hummel come with me?
Typically, yes.
Okay, cool. Vera is going to do that. So she'll take 10 minutes, go into some, open field of some kind that's in the city that has more,
Mhm.
grassy area. And is going to, for 10 minutes, cast this ritual to bring them to the Hive Temple.
Okay.
Right. When they arrive, they'll bring out Hummel. Alright, I'm gonna let you take control for a day. Just a day, alright? Really? Right now? Oh, I'm not even prepared. Wait. Get rid of all the insects on you, please. For the love of Malefer, please. Fine. And Vera will basically sheath off the insects that are inside of her armor and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And Hummel will fly into Vera's ear. And
I gotta get my headphones out.
within a minute, the consciousnesses will swap, and out the other ear will be a wasp.
Sitting on,
Oh, a
on top of
wasp.
her brain with little handles like Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
Because I believe in at the temple I can actually instantly go between it. Otherwise, it takes a night to do.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then
Alright.
Hummel will change out and go into their outfit, the
Mhm.
nicer vested outfit, and is going to exit the temple and head
It's
towards.
gnomish couture.
That's true. It is gnomish.
All right. So Hummel will reappear in the streets of Brixia.
Luckily, Hummel was there to hear where they were going, because Vera
Mhm.
is
Yeah.
Whoopsies. That
the-
would've been bad.
The last fiddler. Is that right? The last fiddle?
The Last Fiddler. Yeah, you're good. So,
The first
Close enough.
violin?
so
Final
the
days.
rest of you,
The
those
chase
of
cello.
you minus Hummel are going to make it to this relatively swanky-looking restaurant. It's very high class, and it has this wide open sort of villa built down on this cliff overlooking the harbor. And each table is like basically sits facing the harbor, and you just see these sailing ships coming in, and there's seagulls moving across the harbor. There's this nice warm wind coming off the ocean. It's a really beautiful view as just gentle clouds drift across the scene. So seeing you guys show up, the staff is a little bit weirded out by that, I guess, is the best way to put it. They don't get many adventuring types.
Riz is gonna shake their cloak, and it slowly, as they're shaking it, just starts to look like a suit. There we go. Little bit of razzle-dazzle never hurt.
Dapper.
Of course I am.
No.
I guess I didn't really mention it before now because it hadn't really come up, but my usual rule of Archie's always out unless otherwise stated has been the case.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, he's also... I don't know if that has any impact. I figured it might be time to mention it.
Yeah, so they see, this weird collection of people showing up, and they're like... One of them walks up and says, can we help you?
Yes, we would like a table, please.
A table for 4, 5?
I'm afraid we don't have accommodations the size of your friend here.
Oh, he doesn't eat. As long as there's someone for him to sit, it's okay. He doesn't need a chair.
There's no space in our dining area for someone of his size. And you can see that that's pretty much true. Like, they're not being rude. There's just a huge creature can't fit in their dining area.
Right.
What do you want to do, Archie?
Archie is going to think about that for a moment.
I mean, he can fly.
It is fine. I will go down and look at the ships.
Okay. I will meet you there when we are done eating.
Be careful, darling.
Try to stay on this coast so I can see you playing.
I just like the statement of he can fly, as if the person waiting
that helps.
Well, that's a nice trick, I guess.
Well, it's
go sit on the dock by the bay.
So Archie will agree to go down and wait by the boats, and leave the others to have a meal.
Don't talk to him like that.
Yeah.
Hey, don't talk to my boy like that. Don't tell him what to do.
Listen, you two.
I'm just saying, I don't tell your elk what to do.
No, but he's gonna go sit by the dock by the bay and watch the clouds
I
roll
know.
by.
He will choose that on his own. He might do sandcastles or something. Come on,
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah.
But it's okay. If he makes a sandcastle, the children will probably be living in it. It'd be pretty neat, actually.
He could house the homeless in the city.
This is why we are not telling him what to do, so he can make his own decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Kurla will turn
as a
to
person.
the restaurant staff. This could go on a while, so would you mind, while they're conversing, showing us to a table?
Of course. And they'll take you to a pretty nice table. It's like in its own, it's almost in a private dining area, overlooking this beautiful expanse of harbor.
This'll do nicely, thank you.
So yeah, there's they place menus on the table, and they will ask if you have any particular interest in drinks for the evening.
Wine. Sweet wine.
All right. They will go and fetch a bottle of the house sweet wine.
I think you might be able to do a little bit better than that, Petravian. Than the house wine.
When they get back, we'll get...
Go nuts. When's the next time we're going to be here all together?
If you guys want to throw money at it, you're welcome to.
Kurla's actually kind of smiling. A lot, in fact. It's weird.
So, Lovette, you were talking about your mother earlier.
Yeah?
If you're cool with talking about it.
Depends on the question, I think.
Well, I said we were going to Ville, and I know we are going to visit your friend in that mansion, whatever the fuck it's called. The one with the twins that like talk at the same time, right?
Oh, Calice, yes.
Fuck dwarf.
Carice. All right, got it.
Yes, Calice.
You said you thought she would know about the spell, though.
If anyone would, yeah. I mean, I don't know if she will know about it, but she is smart enough to figure it out.
Okay. Well, we will talk to Carice and just see if she's got like a hint about it. What I'm thinking is maybe when we get to your hometown, Kurla, we can like house the horses for a little while, and then like we go visit your friend at that time, like after we're done like chilling for a little bit. What do we think?
Paladin is the name of the town, and that sounds alright to me.
Should we bring the horses to Ville before we leave them?
It's whatever is the safest for them to be housed at. I thought, since that Paladin that Vera used to travel with was there, it would probably be fairly safe there, but if that puts too much strain on your travel spell, don't worry about it, we'll go somewhere else.
Oh, I've plenty of distance, I just don't know. I figured if we are taking the little kids anyway, perhaps we should propose that we...
Speaking of Vera,
Betrayed.
anyone see where they are? They around
Well,
yet?
I left her, I reserved her a seat just to be safe, because, she might be just early. So I don't know if they let her in here.
Because I'd probably get there like 15, 20 minutes after everybody else.
Mm-hmm. It'll be a
Well,
little short amount of more time.
Petravian will have leaned into Riz. While we're over there, traveling that way, we were gonna still try to hit up the Pendris estates, right?
Well, we chose the wrong town to dock in then.
Yeah, but
What are we whistling about?
just a project.
Double checks that Hummel isn't there, or Vera isn't coming yet.
The coast looks clear currently.
So I've got an idea.
You said there were a bunch of ships. Sorry.
Hey, look at that lovely meteor coming down. Scooch over.
Look,
So sorry.
This is the same one too. It's like that.
I think it would be a good idea to travel somewhere between Burgos and Parthenaish area just to find something out about Vera, maybe, that she has talked about before.
Like what? We talked about what? You told us about these things you found in the book, Petra, is there more?
Mm-hmm.
He
What?
found out where that symbol comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Is this stuff that Vera wants us poking into? Is this stuff that's gonna make Vera,
Like Vera would
homicidal
share anything
towards...
with us.
Well, aye, that's kind
At
of the
that
point.
very second, Hummel walks up to the table,
Hi, Hummel.
having
Look.
heard that last line.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Oh, we're talking about Vera.
Vera, they're talking about you. Also, hi,
Oh, hi,
Petrie.
Bella. Hey, Hummel.
Can
Stands
That's
up.
Just...
I sit there?
Yeah, scoots around Petravian.
Stands up, pulls the chair out, does the thing, pulls the chair out for them.
I like to think we're all seated in a way where almost everybody has to move for them
Yeah.
to sit next to each other.
Go.
Lovette like rolls her eyes, hops down, moves over so Riz can move over, sits up next to
Sorry
Kurla.
about that.
Oh,
So-
okay, I didn't...
Hummel will go to the seat, but also will jump over it to hug Petravian.
It has been way too long. But I'm here for a day. Just a day. But I'm sure we can have some fun.
Of course, Hummel.
Absolutely.
It's good to see you.
Thank you. I tried to pick something up on the way, but there's no gold in the pouch anymore.
Yeah. I don't know anything about this one this time.
Me either, but I'm not terribly surprised.
What do you mean?
Your presence is the greatest thing you can give.
That is the sweetest thing you've said today.
Sorry. I'm fine.
And, does the hat work on Vera?
Yes.
All right, so Vera's probably wearing the hat. It's going to.
It's calibrated for a bee. Is it calibrated for a wasp?
I don't know.
Yes.
You know,
It works on a
worked on
fucking
an
elk.
elk.
Oh, it worked on the elk. Okay, so.
Pretty sure it works.
Yep.
Well, I do have something in the pouch, all right? Just go through. There's like a helmet and gauntlets. See if you can sell that. I don't know.
Do we have things to sell?
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right. This is... And Hummel will place this golem helmet and gauntlets on the table.
Oh,
I bet I can
Not
sell
while we're
that.
eating. Come on.
where did those come from?
But that's from the crypt. Right?
Oh.
That we all just eat?
Like, all of a
Well, I mean,
sudden,
like a week
Hummel
ago,
looks
2 weeks ago, but you know, the
looks-
last one we went to.
side to side. Yes. That one, I'm pretty sure.
Don't worry,
Well-
time doesn't make sense to me either in that sense. It'll just kind of, was that yesterday? Was that a year ago?
I've been spending all week working on stuff, which I have something to give. Never mind. Anyway,
Listen, I'm sure that I can find somewhere to pawn this off at.
okay, well, can we check out first that it's not like incredibly cursed?
Could we maybe, have a nice meal first and then worry
That too,
about
yeah.
this?
Maybe not.
Oh,
that
what
it's
are
day
we
bad.
having?
Fish spaghetti. Now take
spaghetti.
it off the table. These people are fancy.
I'm fancy.
What are the prices? What are the prices like at this place, by the way, Beardy?
Right.
Like
Uh,
ballpark.
This place is fairly expensive, but it's not like... I mean, it's not like
$1,000 a plate?
No, it's not like stupid expensive. It's going to be a couple of gold per meal, which would still be a lot of money for most people.
Yeah.
So it's like $50 kind of
Got it.
relative.
Yeah, roughly
50 to
So it's
$100
a
kinda
couple
really.
gold per plate for most of these things, but they have an extensive menu, and it's all very high quality. So pretty much anything you can think of that would be like any kind of Italian Mediterranean style seafood pasta is pretty much on this menu. So
Do they have any beef or veal, or is it all seafood?
pretty much all seafood here. Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Have they
not
got
there's
a
not much terrestrial meat.
Salmon carpaccio?
Why do you do this to me? This
Let me
hurts
look that up.
physically.
It's
Thinking
basically
about
raw, thinly sliced salmon with capers.
Carpaccio?
sounds amazing.
Capers are
The worst.
probably the worst food I've ever eaten in my life.
I mean,
And arugula
would,
as well.
would that be? I'm looking at pictures of it right now. Would that be like considered like an appetizer, or would that be an entree?
Appetizer.
Yeah, they'll have that then. Yeah,
Excellent. Perla's
yeah,
gonna
with
go
the
for
arugula
that.
on it too.
Petravian will call over
raw
the waiter and ask, "What's your oldest wine you got?"
Attaboy. Well done.
You want to get like the really good stuff? Okay. That's gonna be about 500 gold for the bottle of that.
Okay.
All right.
Oh shit.
Okay. You order their best wine.
Yup.
All right. So they'll take the rest of your orders. So if anybody else has any idea of what they want, go for it.
Fish spaghetti.
Yeah, just like most of them used to make.
When in Prota, and Kurla will have that for their entree.
All right. The fish spaghetti for the three of you. What about
Whatever that
Petravian and
translates
Hummel?
into, their fanciest, priciest seafood pasta dish.
Well,
Yeah.
what do you have? What do you recommend?
They have a lot of different things.
Shrimp
I'm
scampi
not
for
gonna
me.
Try to... Okay.
That one then.
All right. So 2 shrimp scampis, 3 fish spaghettis, and their most expensive bottle of wine. This is what happens when you give like crazy people money. So,
Look, the fish spaghetti thing just started because I had blanked on the word seafood pasta in the last campaign.
Fish
Yeah.
spaghetti.
so they
I was close. Both of the words were relatively synonymous.
all right. So they bring out the salmon carpaccio. I'm guessing carpaccio. Anyway, they bring that out, and it's, this very thinly sliced salmon with various sauces drizzled across it and dusted with different herbs and spices. A
Kurla's
nice
just
little
gonna
lump of arugula in the
Herbs and
middle for
spices.
garnish.
just savoring every bite of it very slowly. Just
Yeah. It's delectable, is how I would put it. It melts in your mouth.
Yeah, that sounds real fucking good.
Once it melts in your mouth, you realize it was just
Oh.
butter.
bloody hell, that's good stuff right there.
I can't believe
No.
it's not butter.
It's not. It's fish.
I don't like the little
will
green
say-
balls though. Fucking hate that part.
No, like
Proto
Who
may
would
have
have
its
thought?
problems. Proto may have its problems, but golly, this food.
yes, my father loved to impart protein food. We tried to get a place like this that overlooks the sea, but there isn't any places in the steam isle where the sky doesn't look like shit.
That's true. This is delicious.
Such a way with words. Such a way of describing things, Lovette.
I mean,
Love it.
that's-
I mean, it's honest, and yes, she is.
Thank you.
So the waiter returns and pours glasses of wine for everyone at the table. It is a pretty old vintage, and the wine itself is like a rich red color that smells incredibly complicated. It's a very robust bouquet.
Petravian,
Mm.
could you pour me a glass?
I would be happy to. There you go.
Hummel, you can stop making that fucking face.
What face? This is Vera's face, technically. So,
It freaks
Kurla's
me
gonna-
out.
what face? What's face?
Smiling, it scares me.
I'm not gonna stop smiling.
Yeah, this is really unusual.
Kurla will get all serious-faced again and just stare at Petravian. So you ordered the wine, so you know what that means, right?
I paid for the dinner.
No, you. Oh. I mean, if you want to, I was planning on picking up the check, but no, you fool. You gotta propose the toast.
Ah, well. Petravian will. Everybody got your glass?
Aye?
To families old and families new.
Cheers.
We don't know where the road.
Yeah, yeah.
You took too long.
There we go. Perfect.
Yeah, right after that,
That was
humble
good. As it is.
You don't need to say every word, Petravian. I think we all understand at this point.
I mean, it was a good toast as it was.
I have a question. You
Mm.
three were traveling before you met me in Kurla.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You guys kind of seemed like you were fighting, though, like a little bit when we first met you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is this whole like camaraderie thing newer?
But we've been friends for like so long, at
Well,
least like
yeah.
6 years, I think, right?
Thereabouts.
We've known each other for 6 years. Yes.
I understand the length of time, but
Well, I think that things, last time at least, they and I were around each other. It didn't end off terribly well, and it kind of left a sour note in our mouths.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I still liked all of you.
I don't oppose you, you're my family.
But they also all thought
The
that I was
waiter-
a bee, so like, I was a
the
bee.
waiter returns with a wicker basket covered in a blanket, or not a blanket, but like a towel. Sets it down in the middle of the table, and then walks away.
Breadsticks. Yes.
Is it breadsticks? Or is it?
So you open it up and you find miniature loaves of bread. Each one has been filled with herbs, garlic, and butter. They're fresh from an oven and still steaming.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, anything could have.
Oh, that's going to physically melt into a puddle.
Okay. I really do hate being in the middle of nowhere where I live and just not have good food like what we're describing. Sorry.
So, you all lived on a sour note. But it used to be like this then.
Sort of, yeah. There was a lot going on. It was a lot rockier, for sure.
Petravian is giving me very much so, vibes.
I think Vera and I got along better than Petravian and any of us did.
Also, Petravian was the problem child.
He was new and we were already I wouldn't blame it on you. Also, you were pretty rude. I will be honest.
Yes.
I think mostly everyone got in a fight with Petravian, like actual fight. Maybe not soul, maybe not soul.
No. We had a
That's
thing.
true. Oh, that's your scar. I'm sorry.
It looks
Riz,
like
I
it's
don't
filled
remember
now.
us.
Yeah. Imagine that.
What is it, Kurla?
Did we ever get in a fight with Petravian, you and I? Is this like a rite of passage thing? I don't remember
There's
fighting
still
him.
time.
Right, after this big guy, you and I are going 5 rounds.
I've already had my fight with Petravian.
I mean, obviously not everyone has fought Petravian. Anshi has not fought Petravian because Petravian is clearly still here.
Still alive,
no,
right?
technically. No, technically they sort of did.
No,
right?
he absolutely did not fight you. That is what his participation was. He ended the fight between us.
True. Well, I mean, there and then he did actually end the fight, so he wasn't part of the fight necessarily, but he most certainly ended it.
But I don't think he had any ill will towards you then.
No.
He's the best boy.
So what did Vera do to you?
Oh no, it's more like I sort of threatened to kill them.
Wait, what? When the fuck did that happen? I wasn't even there for that.
Vera!
No,
just
you
hold out
weren't.
hand.
I don't want to talk about it.
It sounds amazing though.
Petravian, how are you still alive? Haven't done
Yeah,
that?
I really don't know.
I mean, he did die once, maybe.
It would seem as though I'm oddly lucky. Like, really weirdly lucky.
I have a word for that, or a phrase, perhaps. Sheer dumb luck.
Yes, but like a whole lifetime's worth of it?
At least over 100 so far. You still have plenty of years to go before it runs out.
Boy, you know what? When it does run out, it is going to be spectacular.
I hope that we're here to see it when it does.
Yeah, I don't like
Well,
the sound
actually,
of
no.
that. Why do you
Hold
put
on.
it like that?
No, hold on. So, would you say that the fight inside the versus my brother, it ran out there, and it's now reset?
No,
I like
but
that
I mean,
idea.
I don't know if I would say you're super lucky. You got cursed like 5 times at once.
True.
That's pretty bad luck.
Oh, I still have this orb from when we were in the cavern.
Oh man, what?
Why do you still have that?
Yeah.
I just
Weren't-
collect things.
Weren't those all cursed?
Oh yeah, this
Like,
is
all
definitely
of them.
cursed.
We might want to, I don't know, toss the cursed items into the sea when we're out to sea.
What if we find like a collector of cursed items?
I was hoping that maybe I could give it to someone who I found ill will towards.
That's kind of messed up.
Isn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Little?
But
Yeah, I don't know if we should do that. No.
Ugh, no fun.
It's not going to help us. It's just going to like.
No, but it'll make me feel better if someone slights me.
Oh yeah, but that will make me feel worse knowing that the hag got power.
Fine.
Positive note. No more dead doll.
Does it?
It was
Oh, did you not
alive.
miss it?
I mean,
the way-
sorta.
See,
I
this
was
guy will
alive.
follow you everywhere. I'm surprised that you don't miss it.
It was a little unnerving to have something just, there,
Oh,
watching
is
you,
it? Oh, really?
unblinking.
Oh, I can't imagine what that feels like. Blinking is what bothers you, huh? The lack of blinking as well, where the line is?
Anything that doesn't blink, like, on a regular basis, that's like, it looks like it should blink, like, unless it has, like, lenses.
Query. Isn't it, like, a normal thing for, like, those of the venison variety to not blink that often?
Venison variety?
Yeah, boars,
Venison
deer,
variety.
elk, moose.
Venison Variety sounds like an awesome band name.
I keep doing this, right?
Beautiful.
It's my Meat Puppets cover band.
Meat.
Yeah, exactly.
Is boar venison, or isn't boar just...
I believe venison
pork?
covers several different animals.
Are you talking about just ungulates?
That's one of those kind of words.
That's where you kick them, is in the ungulates.
Ungulates.
I don't know what
No,
that
that's
word
that thing
means,
that hangs
but
in
it
the-
sounds dirty.
Hoof mammals.
Like a
No, that's the
gazelle.
thing that hangs down in the back of your
think so.
throat.
Okay, you don't kick them in the ungulate.
Anyways.
Anyway.
Food for thought, Petravian. Oh, sorry, not food
Speaking
for
of-
thought. You wouldn't eat chisel.
No, I would never eat chisel.
But you would eat his brethren.
Or suplex
Only-
them.
Oh no, that was
Okay.
chisel.
Okay, I do feel bad about that.
I know.
What about eating venison?
In front of
Depends. Maybe they were just disgruntled. Yeah. No.
Just
Only if they died of natural causes.
Oh, let me tell you, most of the food people get is not died from natural causes.
Yeah, that's how you get sick from it.
Speaking of food.
Oh, on the topic of Vera killing people, Hummel, I don't recall if I ever thanked you, but thank you for making sure Vera didn't kill me that one time back in, where was it, the Holy City?
Yes. And Hummel will wink at Kurla.
I'd have missed out on quite a lot, so I'm in your
Yeah, I
debt for
think
that one.
maybe all of us would. I don't know how far we would have gotten without you.
Thank you, Lovette.
At the mention of the holy city, Petravian reaches his hands out to grab Hummel's.
Oh, then Hummel will hold yours. Also, speaking of food, thank you, Vera, for letting me eat this because you would have desecrated it. And it's phenomenal.
The only time Vera can get nutrition is when Hummel is in charge.
That's a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
I should be
So-
here at least once a week to give you something that's not honey related to eat.
Yeah, actually, that I was going around jokingly, but that sounds probably
And
really
about-
good for your health.
It's about this point where a waiter returns, this time carrying a large metal bowl, and puts it down in the middle of the table, and it is filled with fresh greens, chopped vegetables, and it's all tossed in this delicious sort of vinaigrette dressing. It's garnished with croutons and shredded cheese.
It's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
too obvious for me to ask who the Emperor of Proto is, isn't it?
And also, as that happens, that individual will hear a wasp say, "Well, you can all eat shit," is what I'm hearing.
The
What?
waiter will walk away quickly.
I don't think they serve that here.
It's like, wait, did that bee just talk?
Not a fucking bee!
Come on.
I tell you what, this tastes a hell of a lot better than, well, month-old rotten meat.
Aryan.
Oh, I wasn't sure if like you could, if salad was a thing you ate now.
You know, I'm not sure either.
Well,
I,
I was hoping.
No, Kurla will be digging into the salad after their carpaccio and alongside their spaghetti. They're eating it as if they haven't tasted anything quite like it in decades, because they haven't.
No, it's sour.
Is this
It's
ranch
so
dressing?
bitter. How?
No,
Why
it's
do
kind of-
grown-ups like this?
This really is delicious. Life for him in this.
I'm more for a little bit of lemon and cream for my covering of vegetables, actually.
They'd probably bring you that if you asked.
Pish posh.
Nothing like a good cream sauce.
But we will be having that on our fish spaghetti.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
So it would be weird to do a cream with a cream, you know? You got to cut it somewhere, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Hummel,
No,
Petravian, you a
if you-
fan of the cream sauces?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah. Can't get enough.
Like any in
They're good
particular,
enough,
or
Well, there's two schools of thought. You can either have it nice and runny, and then it like, permeates the whole meal, or it could be chunky. And now, but when you get nice bursts
I'm
of
health,
flavor.
That's not good for your health. Your health? The chunky cream.
Oh my. Oh, screwy. Wait, that wasn't screwy, that was Foaly this time.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, headphone users.
Just mind you, if just remember, you tee that shit up. I'll go for it every single time. Like,
Well,
Hummel
that
went for
was
it more than Petra did.
gross. But, Lovette! I would love to
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
about anything other than what just happened.
Talk about food.
Yeah,
I'm really
definitely.
sad.
Wait, how long do we have?
You have like an hour and a half.
Yeah. It's enough time to eat a whole meal, okay, Hummel?
oh yeah.
Well, I'd like to make it to the shop, but I want to enjoy this. You know.
Well, if you run really fast after we're done here, you can go and shop.
You gonna join
I'll
me,
run with you.
Petrie?
Absolutely.
It's like goes for a high five.
They're off on another date again.
Well, isn't it already a date?
With all of us?
Well, it's like
Yeah, it's,
just like a
something
third,
else, seven.
fourth, fifth wheel. You know, like that kind of thing.
I don't think a cart would. I mean, you need an even number of wheels.
It's
Well,
just a
supposed
weird
to be
cart.
like a balancing wheel. Yeah, I mean, I suppose that could work.
I
It's
guess there
very
could be
wide,
three
yeah.
wheels in the back because, like, it could add
Yeah.
more stability to it, maybe?
It's like a
Yeah,
kid's
yeah.
cart. That way it doesn't like tip over easy or something.
Kayla's just sitting back, sipping their wine, just again, still smiling at all of this interaction.
So Hummel will eat as much as they can comfortably eat, and will drink as much as they can drink.
All right. So the wait staff will keep you guys well in cups with your wine, and then after a short time, we'll bring out the main course, which some of you got the shrimp scampi, some of you got the fish spaghetti, and it's everything about this meal so far has just been absolutely perfect, and before you know it, you guys are stuffed with delicious, garlicky, creamy food.
Ugh.
Delicious. It's really the cream that made it.
Shut the fuck up, Hummel. Ugh.
I'm just speaking the truth, all right?
Claim of the club, as they say.
Not you too, Lovette.
Oh no, yeah, I'm just feeling nice because nostalgic.
Oh, the cream does rise to the top.
Goddamn.
And with that, Riz just stands up. I'm going for a walk. Good day. Just
I guess I should go check on Archie.
like pulls at the tie, and it just drapes back into their cloak as they walk off haughtily.
Okay. So who's picking up the bill?
I'll put down some money.
Kayla's gonna wave away Lovette's money and actually wave away Petravian's as
What do you
well.
think?
I'm paying for the wine.
No, you're not.
The hell I'm not.
That fight that we were joking about, it'll actually happen if you try. You can get the next one.
Okay, hold on.
No.
Come on. Rock,
Rock,
paper,
paper,
scissors.
shears?
Come on.
You know what he's gonna go for, also.
Petravian,
It's
you gotta
easy.
let me have this one, alright? I'm feeling good about life. Let me have this one.
Fine.
I want to see if I'm right.
Yes.
Shall we? Petravian will put his arm out.
We shall. And
Oh,
Hummel will put their arm in with Petrie's. And we'll head over to some kind of like artifact or what am I thinking of? Some like weird goods shop or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whole Foods?
Okay.
Whole Foods. Yeah, we go into the Amazon
Not just
store
half,
and
the whole food.
Okay. So you two head up. You get up and you head away to go and shop. And
go to the
as
Rainbow Shack.
let's see, so Risen has departed the table. Petravian and
Kurla
Hummel
and
have
I.
departed the Betrayed. So it's currently just Lovette and Kurla at the table. And
I
as
guess
you two are
Vera.
yeah, I mean if Wasp is still there.
no one with.
That's a good question. Did Wasp and Vera go with the two of them, or
No, yeah, they went with
Okay.
Hummel.
Okay.
Well, in that case, it's just Lovette and Kurla at the table, and the wait staff will return a final time. This time carrying a large ceramic bowl of this strange, like frozen, like almost the frozen dairy sort of dish. But it's enough of it for 5 people.
Oh,
It's a large bowl of gelato.
Well, it's if only someone had invented a way to keep cold foods cold for an extended period of time.
I am for once grateful of that bloody ice worm then. Well
Yeah,
done.
it's finally paying off.
It took a while. It took 40 episodes, but no,
Straight off.
I'm glad too that this one is good enough because I think I saw one of them like show up when we were on the tomb. It scared the shit out of me. I thought we
Beardy.
were getting ambushed.
So, Beardy, is this the sort of restaurant that has after-dinner drinks and cigars?
Yes.
Hey, Lovette, you fancy keeping this going until we get on the boat? Do you like, I don't know, fortified wines, cigars, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I have an 800-year-old cigar sitting in my pocket, so I guess that qualifies as yes.
Do you still have
Maybe
those?
we'll go with something a bit fresher. Kurla's going to ask to take a look at the cigar list.
All right. So there is a tobacco like villa, or sorry, tobacco terrace. That's the word I'm looking for. There's a tobacco terrace further down on the cliff that is also part of the restaurant. But you can go there and have a nice smoke, and they'll bring you various after dinner drinks and things like that.
It's my favorite Donkey Kong level.
Yeah,
Tobacco
absolutely.
Terrace.
Yeah, tobacco
Lovette,
terrace. Yeah.
If you've got the gelato, we'll take the gelato to go, if that's all right. We'll stick it in the old ice worm box.
They're like,
All
what?
right.
Ice box, worm's ice box?
Yeah, you
That
don't
sounds
mind.
wrong.
We take you. Yeah.
All right. So they'll portion it out and get it to you in a container that you can take with you. And the two of you are sitting on the terrace, and they'll bring out, like I said, a tobacco menu and whatever after dinner drinks you order.
Okay.
Kurla will say quietly to Lovette, I have absolutely no fucking idea what I'm doing. I read about this kind of thing once, and I'm kind of going off that, but...
Oh, well, actually, this is a lot. I mean, I didn't smoke a lot, but I was around my dad when he was smoking, and he would let me use his cigars and pipe, so I guess I did. I just didn't feel like it because it wasn't mine.
We didn't have much by way of luxuries in Palayana, but I remember my old man. He'd have a cigar every now and again, when he could get them, when the traders would bring them. So, 1 or 2 a year.
Oh, yeah, well, you don't make sure to hold it like a pen. Do not hold
Right.
it between your fingers.
Right, like,
Yeah.
I get, okay, that,
Okay,
and
well, yeah.
is there a trick to lighting it? Like, do you have to, which end do you
have to
cut for
chop
one
the
thing?
thing off, yeah.
Well, like, how far down? I don't want to chop the whole thing in half. Do I? Do I smoke 2 at a time?
Here.
Yeah, help me out here, for crying out loud.
At this point, I'm pointing at that I know about in universe.
Right, well, we'll just keep pretending that we know what we're doing then, and
Yeah.
hopefully no one will... They're getting
don't
well
know,
paid
you
for it, they're
don't-
not going to care. Anyway, I assume finally. Do I need to roll to see if we finally get these cut and lit properly, Beardy?
I mean, Grem doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Lovette does genuinely know.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you would have decent knowledge to do that. So following Lovette's instructions, you guys don't really need to make any checks on that.
See, Foaly knows, Kurla doesn't, so...
We could just trade info.
You could just trade info.
You can just be Lovette. I'll be Kurla for this scene.
Hello, I am Lovette Zinius Mikini Badwin. No? Okay.
Now you do your Kurla impression.
Oh, I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna say. Here, just cut this thing off, Lovette. Oh, never mind. You're not doing it right.
It's like I'm looking in a mirror. Anyway, well, cheers, and I'll raise a glass of whatever after dinner drink. They've brought some sort of Scotch equivalent. Who knows?
To the fortunate happenstance that we look up into each other.
Aye.
Cheers.
Cheers. I nearly
So some time
died.
will-
So is also building like a real ass castle down there? I just realized how far away we are, and I can see it.
So you look down there and you see that Archie is in fact building some sort of castle, and it looks like Riz is down there helping him.
Yeah, directing. Oh, put it there.
I think that's, Go for it.
I was gonna say they're getting yelled at by a zoning contractor.
Yeah, exactly. Like he puts in a seashell, and they're just like, "No, a little left. Actually, no, back to where you put it."
You notice he's at his happiest when he's building stuff.
Yeah, which is kind of nice, except for me.
Back in where was it? Muscova? When we first all got together and I was doing my all, I must be a shit to you guys to keep you all safe and away from me business.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
But I just remember him building the little snow creatures.
Yeah, they were so cute.
They bloody were. Bless
It
him.
warms my heart to see him building things. Not just because I like to build, but because I'm concerned that he will think of himself as just a tool of destruction with all the fighting we get into. And that's not how I see him at all. I want him to be safe, and it's good that he can keep us safe, but hopefully one day the fighting ends, and then he can do something else that he wants.
Does he, understand what we're fighting for?
I think he's fighting for me and himself. I mean, we've been at it for a while now. I guess not that long in the grand scheme of things, but basically since we knew each other, it's been traveling and adventuring, and that's it.
Well, I hope that you do get to, rest from the labours at some point.
Well, I hope I don't want it to come to this, but I hope if it does, that he's able to rest and find something to do even without me.
I tell you, what's all this without you business? No one's dying on my watch. I've said this.
Not soon, but I don't know how long he could live for. I'm trying to find a way to make him able to repair himself, or easily repaired. I was, and then he freaked out about it, I guess. He doesn't want to leave me at all, and I can understand that, but it could happen. I don't want him to just give up because of it.
I guess, if you're a parent substitute of kind, then, I don't know, one of your jobs is to help your child prepare for
Yeah.
be your dad.
But I guess you're right.
I don't know, it's process of growing up. I don't fucking understand. And even death these days doesn't seem all that permanent, does it?
Yeah. And even... I suppose I should just be patient. I mean, I don't know. We do get into very dangerous situations. And I can't guarantee I'll be around forever, turns out.
Do
but
what
I
you
guess I
can,
try.
do your best. Do your best to prepare him and to help him grow, as you've been doing. I think you do a good job with him, personally.
You really mean that?
I wouldn't
scares
say
the
it if
shit out of me.
I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. I mean, you fuck up plenty, we all do, but your heart's in the right place. You're trying. You try with him, you try and empower him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Some of the things that he says scare me because I feel like he's really alone. There's no one else like him. And I don't know how he. I don't know if it's something he really dwells on, but I think it's something that he is pleasant of. You know, I think he notices that he is different. And so, yeah, when he feels out of place or when he doesn't feel like he has a direction, it makes me nervous because I could see it collapsing. It scared the shit out of me in that tomb. When I saw he gave up our friendship. I mean, he did for the time. I don't know if I tell you this kind of, for the time being, please keep this in confidence between us, please. But I don't know if I could have continued if that happened for good. That's basically my reason for living now.
You're close to each other in ways that are impossible to fully explain. I know the depth there.
Yeah, I don't play.
But
with the last adventure I had with the others, we traveled to Durham, and their smart book who knows everything did not understand it, but he said we have a connection. He could explain what it was, but it was something clear enough. It wasn't just an emotional thing. And I've been trying to figure it out ever since. Why? What it is? Why it's there?
What, do you mean something magic?
I don't know. It didn't. That's what I was told. It's just what I told you.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I got the sense that he meant something. He's a very literal book, as books often tend to be. So I kind of took it at face value.
I respect what you both have. I will say that it worries me a little that neither one of you can conceive of life without the other.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
There's
It's all I've got left. I was leaving for. My reasons for leaving was to find my mother, and that happened. And then to save Moira, and I failed. And now it's just my connection with Archie, and of course saving the world. I'm not giving up on that. I would definitely. I'm seeing that through as far as I possibly can. But after that, I don't know.
Well, for what it's worth, I can relate. I haven't had anything to live for in I can't even remember how long. I've just been rolling along, surviving, going from one thing to the next, and then fell in with you lot and everything changed. I have no idea what I'm going to do next, and yeah, that's terrifying, but I'm finally realizing it's kind of empowering as well. I mean, you could do anything you wanted. I could do anything I wanted there. That's amazing. It's terrifying, but it's so freeing.
I just don't know what it is. I don't know what I want to do. All I've ever been driven by is stopping bad things from happening. Which is so antithetical to what I believe in, but it's just how I've been. And now the bad things happened anyway. And now that's what we are doing again. It's really easy to fall into.
You know, notwithstanding, you know, doing shit that ends up making the Deadlands expand and possibly letting Marcus out. You're not responsible for all the evil in the world. None of us are.
I know. I tried to explain this to somebody a long time ago. In fact, I might have even used it as an excuse to let out some of my own evil. But even I'm maybe not responsible for it, but it needs to be done. And it's a very pressing matter, and we're the only ones on it.
Right, we're doing the best we can to fix it. That's enough for now, but I hope you do find something when this is done. And if I can help you with that, I will. I know we haven't always seen eye to eye, but you know, isn't that what friendship is? Family is fighting and making up and fighting some more and making mistakes and falling out, falling back in. I don't fucking know how this is supposed to work. I've been on my own for so bloody long, but am I making any sense? That wine was really bloody good.
Why did we not see eye to eye? I feel like we get along pretty good.
Your
But no, I get your
experimentations with life.
Yeah,
No,
that's
that's our
fair.
business.
I think we probably see eye to eye on it. We probably both find that pretty despicable of me. It's compulsion.
Well, I understand about compulsions and being desperate and trying to assert a little bit of control over. Well, anyway.
Yeah, that's really what it's about. I still don't know if I made the wrong choice with Malchus. I don't know. But I definitely was very hasty about it, and there was a lot of consequences that I had to live with now. Anyway, good wine.
Very good wine. My point is, you know, just we fuck up, we keep going. Just keep going.
Going well.
Forward. You can't go back. We can't change anything, can we?
I don't really feel like any election's been foul.
I'm sorry?
I don't know if the election feels like farewell. It's just that the election. Just something to do.
You're a hard person to cheer up, and that's coming from me, Lovette.
I'm sorry. Yes, unfortunately, I think that Sol spoiled me on that one, so they were really good at it. But anyway, I didn't mean to be dour.
Smoke your cigar.
Yes, indeed.
Smells like cow dung. Why do people like these?
So the two of you continue enjoying your evening when, meanwhile, in another part of the town, Hummel and Petravian are walking arm in arm, heading toward a shop.
Oh, it's okay.
And-
This one I think is good.
All right. What are we getting?
Is there something else you want to say, Beardy, or?
No, go ahead.
So, what Hummel's going to do is Hummel's going to go in this shop, and it's basically going to take in this helmet and gauntlet, and it's going to pitch a flowery tale about it, and try to get some good dosh for it.
And that was taken from which monster?
That was the golem we faced,
The
or
Iron
the
Golem?
construct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Looked
That now I
pretty
remember that.
gnarly.
Yeah,
Looked like
it did.
Daedric ass armor.
Yeah, it did. So go
Gnarly,
ahead.
isn't it? Was gnarl.
Go ahead with a diplomacy check or an appraise. I'll take either.
Got it. You said diplomacy?
Or
Yeah.
praise.
I'll go with
I'll take either.
diplomacy. That's a 4, which gives us 27, 26.
Okay.
Okay.
Why am I so bad at rolling?
Because the gods are lying two-faced pricks?
So, you talk about how this thing was, wrenched from this terrible dungeon, and it's this magically laced, magically inlaid stuff, and it's, really powerful and should be considered a very interesting object that, people can do all kinds of crazy stuff with. And they're not really buying it too much.
God damn it.
But they'll pay you 45 gold
take it.
Okay.
Yeah,
go
getting
ahead
a
and take
real
that off
steal
your-
for this one.
Go ahead and take that off your sheet and add 45 gold pieces to your character.
Look, Vera's poor, so at this point, anything's better than nothing, I guess.
Speaking of bills, before I get too far from that scene, the final tab for the last fiddler is going to be 600 gold.
And that's a fucking
600
expensive
gold.
bottle of wine.
Okay.
I will take that off my thing. That takes me to 39.50.
How does that add up? Well, that might be the one to be like, oh yeah, can you give us a breakdown, like a receipt?
All right, that's been subtracted.
The
Good.
vast majority of that was wine. Was wine charges.
Okay.
It's very expensive wine.
But good.
Yeah, like your entrees were like 2 gold a piece, and then like the appetizer was a couple gold, dessert was a couple gold,
Which is
and then
like a
the
like a month
wine
worth of
was.
pay?
Well, there was wine, and then also the after dinner cigars and drinks were a little more as well. So, yeah, it was going to be 515, and then there was the smoking that took it up to 600.
Feel fancy.
Yeah, right. Anyway,
Just spent
sorry.
like $6,000 on fucking dinner.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys are rich, so why not? All right, so that'll take us back to Hummel and Petra. Sorry.
Wait, is there anything else you want to do? Like, I don't think the pitch went very well. Am I not expressing enough? Like, and Hummel will do like this, like expression, like workflow of like trying to gauge different expressions. It's working on you, right?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Dang.
What were you trying to buy?
I was selling something.
Oh, I thought you were gonna try to buy something too.
No.
No.
It was
I
like
know
the
I
one
wanted to-
thing Vera wanted was me to sell this.
Just to. Where's Vera?
I'm right
Sneaks-
here. It's like right on top of the apiary.
Ah, shit! Hi.
Do you want
Hi.
something, brother?
Hi, Vera. Yeah, I was gonna try to sneak some money into your purse, but jeez.
But it's fine. You don't need to give me money, brother.
Yeah, I know. It's our money.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter who it's on. So
Yeah, but still.
don't worry about it.
Fine.
It's appreciated. It's fine. I'm gonna go back in the apiary. You guys just do whatever the fuck you want. So we have about an hour left. Is there anything you want to do? Just hang out. We could see what they're doing at the beach.
Ooh, yes. Let's hit up the beach. Go walk along the beach.
Aw.
All right. Well, as the two of you head down toward the harbor to walk along the beach, the rest of you are enjoying your evening, getting ready for this eventual sea journey back across to Obador, and that is where we'll call it an evening.
All right. Good night, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow for checkpoint.
Boy.
Bye.
Oi!
Thanks for listening. As always, special thanks to William Succi and Andreas Pichler for the intro and outro themes, and Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under the Czech Republic. Until next time.